Chapter 1360. What was the effect of Wang Xintong's law? Amplification. She was a support. And her power was indeed leaning towards support. In the law of light, her and her teammates' speed, defense, strength, and spirit would all be greatly enhanced. In an instant, the damage caused by Wu Yuhan's clone increased by a lot. Chu Xue freeze. Murong Yu said. Raja. Domain, absolute freeze. Whoosh, in an instant, light, ice, and darkness intertwined. Other than the 9-star and 10-star Heavenly Venerable Realm Silver Moon Heavenly Wolves that had been boosted by you, the rest were all frozen. Boom, Han Chushue's absolute ice domain, no matter how high the opponent's cultivation was able to seal them in ice. Even the Heavenly Tao could be frozen. At the very least, they could be frozen for 1 second. However, although this domain was very strong, it did not cover a large area. Otherwise, those people would not be able to escape. I'll deal with the other Silver Moon Wolves first. Destroy the law. Bang! One by one, the Silver Moon Wolves exploded. The fierce battle continued without stopping. The few Heavenly Venerables were actually suppressing their opponents to the point that they could not fight back. Even though it was the Great Void, even though it was night, their cooperation and the power of various top-notch domains were really too strong. On the other side, Fengling and the rest were not as fast as them, but they still dominated the battlefield. Damn it! How are these people so strong? The leader's 2-star Great Void stage power erupted. Blood surged and blasted toward Murong Yu, but it was dodged by Murong Yu's space. The Great Void stage 2-star Heavenly Venerables could not suppress them because they were now under the amplification of Wang Xintong and the Law of Light. They were all 10-star Heavenly Venerables and basically had the combat strength of a half-step into the Great Void stage. In addition to their own strength, there were 6 Great Void stage 1-star Heavenly Venerables. Domain, Infinite Rebirth, Charge. Ling Ying shouted in a tender voice. The Infinite Regeneration domain was a top-tier domain. Within this domain, the user and their allies would not feel any pain if they were injured. They would instantly recover from any injuries. For example, if an arm was severed, it would instantly regenerate. Even if one was severed at the waist, as long as one's soul was still intact, they would instantly recover. Even if your heart were to explode, you would still be able to heal it instantly. In short, this could be considered an invincible domain. However, there was a restriction. You had to be in this domain to recover from your injuries. If you were already injured, activating this domain would not heal you. Although the domain was strong, it consumed a lot of spiritual energy. When Ling Ying activated this domain, they had to quickly take down their opponents with absolute power. Once the domain was activated, Han Chuxue and the others knew that their counterattack had arrived. In this domain, they could abandon all defenses and turn them into unlimited attacks. On the other side, Duan Ling Xiao and the others were looking at the battlefield. Not good. They're going to kill the leader. Duan Ling Xiao shouted. Static domain. In the next instant, Xiao Yun activated his domain towards Murong Yu and the others who were caught off guard. The few of them instantly stopped moving. It was a bit like time stop, but it was more powerful than time stop. The time stop of the time attribute had little effect on those who were higher in realm. However, this domain could forcefully stop those who were a few stars higher in realm for at least a second. Chi. In the next instant, the Silver Moon Heavenly Wolf leader who was at the virtualized realm was the first to break free from the domain. He directly punched at Ling Ying and penetrated her chest. Puff. Ling Ying spat out a mouthful of blood and flew out. After landing on the ground, she got up and her body quickly recovered. Bastard! Bang! Murong Yu also flew over. Her chest was already dyed red with blood. Ling Ying clenched her fist and stared at them. Fortunately, she activated her own domain. Otherwise, they were afraid. What are you doing? When Fengling saw this, she shouted at Xiao Yun. They almost killed that Silver Moon Heavenly Wolf. Xiao Yun said. Ka ka ka. Fengling clenched her fist. This was what made her feel disgusted. If they killed it, then so be it. However, If they died or something happened to them, then wouldn't it be her problem? It was a competition and a demon crystal. It wasn't an absolute score. So what if they took it away? Bastard! Feng Ling gritted her teeth and cursed under her breath. Fortunately, their domains were strong. Big brother! Quickly retreat! They aren't ordinary warriors! The leader shouted. Yes, even the weakest among them wasn't an ordinary warrior. Wang Xintong's spirit power was exhausted. Ling Ying's spirit power was exhausted. Murong Yu's spirit power was also almost exhausted. Domain closed. Chase. Duan Lingxiao didn't waste his time here. The score was more important. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Other than Feng Ling, the other 8 people directly rushed over. Prison circle. Dark cage. Shua, the 2 virtualized realm warriors were trapped. Myriad thunder rain. Boom. Duan Lingxiao directly used his god-tier martial skill. Plop. The 2 virtualized realm warriors were seriously injured and flew out. Quick. Ling Ying's group of 6 leaned against each other. What should we do? Murong Yu clenched her fist. She subconsciously wanted to attack those people because their team almost caused the deaths of her own people. Fortunately, Ling Ying's domain was there. However, they also released the static spell on the demon beasts. It couldn't be considered as attacking them. Moreover, it didn't cause any harm. Moreover, her power had the ability to cause harm. However, she was unhappy. However, she didn't have much energy to fight. They were fighting very hard and cooperating, but they didn't expect to be tricked by the other team. Space. Murong Yu released the remaining spirit power and teleported the 2 leaders' bodies in front of them. Attack. In the next instant, they were about to attack. Want to snatch it? Have you asked for my permission? Xiao Yun's eyes focused. Space. Shua, Qi, Wu Yuhan stabbed the ground with her sword, and the 2 people disappeared again. Dark shadow cage. Wu Yuhan still had a lot of spirit power left. In an instant, 9 dark cages rose from the bottom of their feet and trapped them on the spot. In the next instant, she disappeared on the spot and charged toward the 2 seriously injured figures, slashing her sword again. Feng Ling stood still. She didn't want to attack. She was disgusted by her teammates. Space lock. Xiao Yun instantly sealed Wu Yuhan. Space lock. In the next instant, Ling Ying and the others were also sealed. It was awkward. 9 people were trapped by Wu Yuhan, 6 people were sealed by Xiao Yun's space lock, and Murong Yu's spirit power was exhausted because she used too much of the law of destruction. The 15 people couldn't move. No one wanted to let go. You guys are really daring. Attacking us is against the rules, isn't it? Duan Lingxiao said. Against the rules? Who was the one who stopped us first and almost killed us? If you guys are fine, then how is it against the rules for Wu Yuhan to trap you there? Ling Ying said angrily. Then let's see who will break free first. Arg! Duan Lingxiao roared angrily. Thunder rumbled and he broke free from the dark shadow cage with absolute strength. Then, he locked onto the 2 great virtual stage silver moonwolves without hesitation. Whoosh! Right at this moment, before Duan Lingxiao could reach them, 2 bolts of lightning struck down and killed the 2 men. Wow, I just rushed over and already got 2 great virtual stage bosses experience. Thanks a lot. Everyone was speechless. Chapter 1361. Lin Xian's aura was rising. So comfortable. He had advanced to the 9th star heavenly venerable realm as soon as he arrived. Lin Xian. When the 2 teams saw Lin Xian, one team was pleasantly surprised, while the other team was gnashing their teeth in disappointment. Duan Lingxiao and the rest felt that even if Lin Xian was not dead, he should have suffered serious injuries. Otherwise, why would he not be with them? Then, King snatched the boss the moment you arrived? F*CKU. Lin Xian smirked as he looked at them and smiled. No need to be surprised, no need to be shocked, and no need to say that you love me. Bah! Ling Ying rolled his eyes and could not help but spit. However, when they saw Lin Xian return safely, they were really, really happy. Lin Xian, if you have the guts, don't move. Su Zhiming pointed at Lin Xian and shouted angrily. F***ck. They were fighting like this, and then Lin Xian suddenly appeared and snatched the monster? Now that they were all imprisoned, Lin Xian was the only one who could move. I'm an idiot? Why wouldn't I move? Lin Xian took out his sacred sword. Duan Lingxiao's eyes narrowed. Then, he charged directly at Lin Xian. Get lost, get lost. Lin Xian released his spatial energy and disappeared. Then, he raised his sword and 2 monster crystals fell into Lin Xian's hand. Seeing this, Morongyu and the rest breathed a sigh of relief. In the end, they were still the victors. F***ck. Seeing this, Xiao Yun and the rest gritted their teeth in hatred. If Lin Xian did not come, there was a high chance that they would be the ones to take the monster crystals. Because their only spatial attribute, Morongyu, was already exhausted. Although she was controlled by Wu Yuhan, Duan Lingxiao used his powerful strength to break free. However, at the crucial moment, Lin Xian actually appeared. F***ck. They even suspected that they were deliberately hiding Lin Xian from the public. He was playing this trick on purpose. Let's all retreat, Lin Xian said indifferently. Then, they withdrew their powers and everyone regained their freedom. Damn it! They gritted their teeth and glared at Lin Xian. Let's go! Feng Ling gritted her teeth and shouted. He left just like that? Qin Ming asked. Not leaving? If you don't want to leave, then why are you staying? What can he do? Feng Ling retorted. She was not angry because the demon crystals had been snatched away. She was angry because at that time, why did her team choose to stop them? Fortunately, it didn't lead to a tragedy. Otherwise, she would feel very guilty. Even if she didn't do it, they were still teammates. Take care, I won't see you out. Lin Xian grinned. It's still early. It's hard to say who will win or lose. Feng Ling Guo snorted coldly. Lin Xian grinned and said, The 9 of you almost lost to the 6 of you. Now that I'm back, you're still saying it's hard to say who will win or lose. If you ask me, you should just leave. Humph. Feng Ling snorted again and followed them into the distance. Bang! Ling Ying walked over and slapped Lin Xian's back. Bastard, where have you been these few days? Lin Xian took a deep breath. Before he finished speaking, Lin Xian saw the blood on the girls' chests. What happened to you? Lin Xian showed a panicked expression. It's nothing. We were injured in Ling Ying's territory just now, but we can recover in an instant. Morongyu said indifferently. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. Tell me, where were you taken? Who are they? Why did they take you away? Why did they release you now? Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian. The other girls also stared at Lin Xian curiously. How should I put it? The demon god of the second demon god temple captured me. As for why, I really have to hand it to her. She actually took a fancy to me. As for why I was released, Lin Xian let out a long sigh and said, After my body was tainted by her, she naturally released me when she got tired of playing with me. The girls, you can scram now. Demon god? If you said it was someone else, we might have believed it. Wu Yuhan laughed coquettishly. Clearly, her sister was in charge now. F***ck. Nowadays, no one will believe the F***king truth. Lin Xian shrugged helplessly. He was really telling the truth. Tell me. I'm not talking anymore. Damn it. Morongyu then said, All right, since Lin Xian is back, let's officially start the battle. Okay. They were just chatting. They were all people who had a good view of the big picture and knew what was more important now. Speaking of which, how much are we in the lead now? Lin Xian asked. How do you know we're in the lead? Xiao Xinyue found it quite interesting. Nonsense, who are you? You're pretty, strong, kind-hearted, and the #1 female hero of this generation. Do you think I don't believe you? Lin Xian grinned. Disgay. They rolled their eyes in unison. You must be peeking at the phone. Also, tell me who's the #1 female hero. Lin Xian. Wow. These girls are all demons. You. Lin Xian said directly. Since you said you're #1, there must be only one person. You can't say they're tied. Tell me, who is it? Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. Small fry. Lin Xian. Wow. Do you want me to die? It wasn't easy for me to come back from that blissful, scary place. None of you asked me if I lost weight, if I suffered, if I was beaten, and if I was tortured. Instead, you guys are here. TSK, TSK. Lin Xian then sniffed. Enough, enough. I won't fall for your tricks. Agreed. Agreed. Little Xintong, you've also learned bad things. Lin Xian glared at Wang Xintong. Wang Xintong stuck out her pink tongue. Lin Xian really didn't look at them. He really felt that even if he wasn't around, they would still be able to maintain their lead. This was Lin Xian's understanding of them. They weren't simple, especially Morongyu. She probably hadn't even used her 1,000 ice pupils yet. How could they fall behind? Where are we going now? Lin Xian asked. Rest. Rest. Since you're here, we can go to the SSS rank forces. Other than the 2 we defeated and the SSS rank forces that Fengling and the others defeated, the others haven't been touched. There are still a few more. Ling Ying said. Yes, and now that we're all at 8 or 9 stars of the Heavenly Venerable Realm, we have Lin Xian's and Xintong's domains. If we go to the SSS rank forces this time, although it's still dangerous, it'll be a bigger test for us. Han Chuxue nodded. Which one is the closest? Let me see. Lin Xian then took a look. Then, they saw Fengling and the others heading there. Fengling and the others must have seen that you're back and are feeling more pressure. They're heading straight for the SSS rank forces. Let's go around them. This time, if nothing goes wrong, we'll definitely win. Chapter 1362. It had to be said that when Lin Xian joined them, they finally understood who the backbone of the team was. Originally, when Lin Xian was around, they felt that he was strong. They couldn't really tell how strong he was. After Lin Xian left, they could clearly feel how much the team's combat power had weakened. However, when they were almost used to it, when Lin Xian joined them again, they completely felt how much the addition of Lin Xian alone had improved their overall strength. Well, as a man, this was what he should do. That's right. If a man wasn't that strong, he wouldn't be worthy of being their man. Why were they thinking about them and not him? *CK. Among these girls, only Lin Xian hadn't won over Xiao Xinyue. However, Lin Xian felt that it was about time. He just lacked an opportunity to be alone with Xiao Xinyue. If he had this opportunity, Lin Xian felt that he could win her over. After all, they had known each other for so long. Look, Xiao Xinyue wasn't looking for a boyfriend. Wasn't she waiting for Lin Xian to confess? In any case, that was what Lin Xian felt. 5 days passed just like that. Their speed was already very fast. It was so fast that Fengling's team had completely lost the confidence to chase after them. Phew! Lin Xian was back, so when they rested, they once again used Lin Xian's law of creation to eat hot pot. Eating hot pot in this world of ice and snow was simply too enjoyable. They still liked it when Lin Xian was around. There was laughter, and it was especially relaxed. Although Lin Xian was the same age as them, no, he was even younger than them except for Wang Xintong, they inexplicably felt at ease when he was around. Perhaps this was the sense of security. We're already far ahead of them. If this continues, we can definitely get into the top 10. Every one of us can enter. Wang Xintong said excitedly. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. You guys are too strong. Lin Xian said with a smile. Go away, you're so annoying. They rolled their eyes. Lin Xian, F*ck. It was so difficult to be a man. If you praised them, they would roll their eyes at you. It was so difficult for him. Wow. The days to come. Sob, sob, sob. However, Lin Xian then changed the topic. He frowned and said, I'm always worried that something unexpected will happen. Lin Xian was already used to the days where no matter what he did, things would not go smoothly. Really, no matter what he did, Lin Xian always felt that there would be an accident. There was no other way. Perhaps this was the life of a protagonist? Could it be that those who were handsome had to go through these trials? But what other accidents can we encounter? Murong Yu said with a frown. I don't know either. We also encountered the Evil Fiend Hall. Now, we can be considered members of the Evil Fiend Hall. However, they don't know that you have already developed an antidote for the poison pill that controls our lives. Therefore, the Evil Fiend Hall probably won't attack us. Murong Yu said. Then that leaves the Fey. The Fey God Hall? Didn't you say that the people who took you away were from the Fey God Hall? Does that mean we don't have to worry about the Fey God Hall members? Ling Ying said. Although they had said that Lin Xian was bragging, to be honest, they still believed that Lin Xian had indeed been taken away by the Fey God Hall. This was because other than the Great Void Realm, there was also a Heavenly Tao Realm expert. That was terrifying. In this place, only the Fey God Hall could produce a Heavenly Tao Realm expert. Anyway, they didn't know how Lin Xian could come out alive, but he definitely had his reasons. They didn't ask too much. I don't know either. Besides, the Fey God Halls aren't united. The Myriad Demon Alliance is an organization of the Fey God Hall, but the 10 Fey God Halls are separated. They don't have any contact even if they don't want to. Just because one Fey God Hall doesn't deal with me doesn't mean that the other Fey God Halls won't. Although this place is thousands of miles away, it's still easy for the Fey God Halls to come here. Lin Xian said. Besides, what else was he worried about? Zhao Mengyue, that idiot. Lin Xian had always been afraid of this woman. The main reason was that she was shameless to a certain extent. However, on second thought, she was probably trying her best to gather the 12 demon gods. She probably didn't have the time to deal with him. Besides, Feng Ling's team didn't seem to be able to beat them, so what else was there to worry about? Forget it. Let's not think about it. Lin Xian shook his head. Don't worry too much. There's still us. Han Chushue said in a soft voice. Although none of them admitted it, which girl didn't know in her heart? It was likely that any girl they saw beside Lin Xian, as long as they were slightly prettier, had been slept with by Lin Xian. There was no other way. He was a scumbag. However, the strange thing was that this Lin Xian wasn't that handsome. They just liked him a lot and couldn't leave him. They were even bullied by him. Ah. So annoying. How much are we leading now? Lin Xian asked. A few 100,000 points. Xiao Xinyue's casual words made Lin Xian not want to ask anymore. A few 100,000 points. That's right. This was the last round of the assessment. The points difference was so terrifying. Why was there such a big gap? Actually, it was very simple. The gap was due to the SSS rank forces. An SSS rank force was 200,000 points. In the past 5 days, they had been attacking SSS rank forces and on the way. They didn't even bother with the SSS rank forces on the way. The other party was also desperately fighting over SSS rank forces. After all, if they didn't fight, they wouldn't be able to win. However, in terms of speed, they were completely left behind by Lin Xian's team. As for the points, they estimated it based on the forces on both sides' maps. We've already lost. Late at night, Feng Ling's team rested for 1 or 2 hours. A few of them lay there, a few of them ate or chatted. Xiao Yun and Duan Ling Xiao came to the edge of the snowy cliff to smoke. We've already lost. Duan Ling Xiao's eyes were filled with unwillingness as he said. No, we haven't lost yet. Xiao Yun said. Haven't lost yet? A few 100,000 points difference. We can't make up for it. Moreover, this difference will only get bigger and bigger. The 7 of them have already occupied the top 7. Among the 9 of us, if the other teams don't have higher points than us, 3 of us can still advance. Duan Xiao said. I've already found someone. Xiao Yun's eyes focused. Xiao Yun said. So what if Lin Xian had joined the evil divine shrine? He had to go to the God's awakening door. He definitely couldn't let this Lin Xian go. Otherwise, he would never be able to catch up. Chapter 1363. Between Lin Xian and Xiao Yun, or even the Xiao family, which one was more beneficial to the evil fiend temple? Without a doubt, it was Lin Xian. What did the Xiao family have? Experts. Money. What did Lin Xian have? Everyone could see his limitless future and the terrifying Yexian group. As for experts, did he have fewer experts than the Xiao family? Just the Azura Palace. How many experts did the Yexian group attract? Without a doubt, Lin Xian's value was much higher than the Xiao family's. Therefore, Xiao Yun naturally wouldn't ask the evil fiend temple to kill Lin Xian. They couldn't kill Lin Xian even if they wanted to kill Xiao Yun. Therefore, who did he ask? The Xiao family. The Xiao family would definitely consider the problem from the Xiao family's point of view. By killing Lin Xian and stopping them, Xiao Yun would have a chance to enter the God's awakening door. At the same time, they would have one less strong opponent. Once Lin Xian joined the evil fiend sect, there would only be one outcome for the Xiao family. The evil fiend sect would pay less and less attention to the Xiao family and support Lin Xian and the Yexian group. At that time, the Xiao family would be nothing in front of Lin Xian. They might even be sacrificed. As for Lin Xian, they already had a grudge. If he had a higher position in the evil fiend temple, it would be hard for the Xiao family. Therefore, the Xiao family was naturally willing to take advantage of this opportunity to deal with Lin Xian. If he came out of the God's awakening door later, he would definitely be in the absolute void stage. The space, time, creation, destruction of the absolute void stage. How could they have a chance to kill him? You're from the Xiao family? Duan Xiao asked. Yes. The Xiao family sent no less than 5 absolute void stage experts this time. What's the use of absolute void stage? They've already defeated so many SSS-ranked forces. Absolute void stage experts are nothing in front of them. Duan Xiao said. At the very least, he felt that the 5 stars of the Great Void Stage were useless. Even if there were 5 Great Void Stage experts, they could not even compare to an SSS rank force. Don't worry. This time, not only does the Xiao clan have a spatial realm cultivator, but they also have a rank 8 Great Void Stage cultivator. I don't believe that a rank 8 Great Void Stage cultivator can't deal with them. 8th level of the Great Void Stage. Duan Xiao frowned. Was the 8th level of the Great Void Stage really enough? After all, the SSS rank force they were fighting also had experts at the 6th level of the Great Void Stage. The 8th level of the Great Void Stage was 2 levels higher than the 6th level. Although the 8th level of the Great Void Stage was much stronger than the 6th level, he didn't think that Lin Xian and the others would use their full strength. That's right, the 8th level of the Great Void Stage was almost 10 levels higher than them. However, Duan Xiao still felt that it was not safe. This was enough to show how strong Lin Xian was in his heart. Although he didn't want to admit that he was strong, he had to admit that he was. Otherwise, he wouldn't have lost to Lin Xian so many times. Not enough. Duan Xiao sighed. Still not enough? Only those at the heavenly Tao realm are safe. I really feel that the 8th level is not enough. If it was in the past, it would have been enough. But now, their cultivation realms should generally be at the 9th level of the Empyrean realm. 9 stars of the Empyrean realm. The people we sent are at the 8th level of the Great Void Stage. Isn't that enough? Xiao Yun said. Then why were they able to defeat an SSS rank force? An SSS rank force should have existences at the 6th or 7th level of the Great Void Stage, right? but the Fey race doesn't have laws or domains. Xiao Yun said. This, Duanling Xiao pondered for a moment. This was also reasonable. If a warrior's laws or domains were strong, it was a completely different concept. The Fey race had strong physiques, but only the top ones had laws and domains. As for humans, as long as they could comprehend them, they would have them. Furthermore, their 5 great void stage laws and domains are definitely enough to kill Lin Xian. I hope so. Time slowly passed. Another 2 days passed. Lin Xian and company continued to lead with an absolute advantage. Although the experts from the 3 factions could not see it, they could see the map of the factions' territories. That gave them a rough idea of the gap between them. Lin Xian's team has far exceeded Fengling's team. If nothing unexpected happens, with a difference of hundreds of thousands, Lin Xian's team of 7 should be the final winners. The other 3 spots should normally be given to Fengling's team. Murong Feng pondered for a moment before saying, "The gap is rather obvious. That punk, Lin Xian, is indeed strong." That's right. It's not only Lin Xian who is strong. Lin Xian's team of 7 is generally stronger than Fengling's team. That's not right. It's hard to say. Fengling's team has quite a number of strong people. Look at you. Xiao Zun looked at his eldest daughter and could not help but criticize her. Xiao Runing was ultimately innocent. She was sitting there playing with her cell phone and eating snacks. Why did her father come over and criticize her? I say, Dad, what's the matter? Are you being bullied by Mom again? Don't vent your anger on me. Xiao Runing said helplessly. I mean, I just came back from the Temple Master's place and saw the current situation. How is it? Xiao Runing hurriedly asked. Right now, Lin Xian's team is leading by a large margin. The 7 of them should be able to enter the God's Awakening door. Like I said, they definitely won't have a problem. Xiao Runing ate a potato chip. You're still eating. You're almost not good enough for Lin Xian. Xiao Zun glared at his eldest daughter. Xiao Runing, this was really King's sad story. Anyway, he doesn't need me. Xiao Runing mumbled. Xiao Zun then sat beside her and asked, I say, this Lin Xian has quite a few girlfriends, right? What? Are you jealous? Xiao Zun. How can you talk to your dad like that? If you really like him, your mom and I won't reject him. After all, it's normal for a capable person to have multiple wives. And the fact is, this Lin Xian is indeed very capable. But don't be wronged. If you don't want to, then break up. I know. On the other side, Lin Xian's team was walking in the snow. At this moment, a rare storm had erupted in the North Pole. This storm was so terrifying that if they didn't release their spiritual energy, it would be difficult for them to move forward. In any case, they couldn't open their eyes. The wind and snow were a little painful when it hit their faces. The visibility was only 4 to 5 meters. The wind and snow were too strong. This is so annoying. Lin Xian, hurry up and release your space to send us away. This place is too uncomfortable. Ling Ying pulled Lin Xian's clothes and shouted. It's no use. This is a storm in the North Pole. Once the storm starts, the entire North Pole will be covered in this kind of snow. It's the same no matter where we go. Murong Yu then said, let's find a place to take shelter from the wind. It might last for 2 or 3 days. The girls. Then what should we do? 2 or 3 days. If this was the case, then the journey would be extremely difficult. There's a way. We can attack a certain force and take shelter from the wind and snow. At this moment, the Xiao family was very uncomfortable. Chapter 1364. Why did they feel so uncomfortable? Xiao Yun had secretly provided them with Lin Xian's location, and they knew his approximate location on the map. Then, this King blizzard came. In such a blizzard, they might not be able to discover each other even if they were dozens of meters apart. That's right, they were really 100 meters apart, and it was even a flat ground. Then, they brushed past each other. There was no other way. Even if they spoke, they wouldn't be able to hear it. It was too noisy. Their ears were filled with the sound of the blizzard. Even if they released their divine senses, under such circumstances, their divine senses would be completely disrupted. Hey, wait! At this moment, Lin Xian, who was walking at the front, suddenly stopped in his tracks. What's wrong? A few girls gathered around Lin Xian. They were wearing down jackets and hats. Some of them were wearing their own hats, little white bunny hats, and bear hats. To be honest, they were so cute. He really wanted to have sex with them. Footprints. Lin Xian looked in front of him. Although the blizzard was very strong, it wasn't to the extent of covering 10 or 10 centimeters of footprints in a few seconds. The main reason was that the strong wind made the heavy snow especially uncomfortable. Aren't footprints very normal? Ling Ying said. That's why people say that you have big boobs but no brains. These are the footprints just now. Look at the map again. Lin Xian rolled his eyes and said. Han Chuxue held her phone and said, the map shows that there's no one around us. Because they could see the position of every contestant, Han Chuxue subconsciously looked at her phone when she saw the footprints. However, she found that there were no other teams around them. So, the people in front of us, they're not contestants. Lin Xian said. Hearing Lin Xian's words, they suddenly frowned. Because one had to know, how could there be people in such a place under normal circumstances? They were extremely deep in the North Pole. This wasn't the North Pole near the edge of a city. They were so deep in the North Pole, and from the footprints, they could even tell that there were 5 people. Moreover, in the midst of a blizzard, they didn't choose to hide from the snow. As participants, Lin Xian and the others didn't hide from the snow because they didn't want to waste time. They were fighting for the points, but these people weren't right. In such a deep place, it was impossible to find any martial artists who came out to train. That was impossible. This place was thousands of kilometers away from Ice Snow City. That was definitely a place with few people. Furthermore, it was a world of ice and snow, and there weren't many demonic beasts. It was different from the outside of Tianhua City. Come out to train? Impossible. Could it be that the demon clan has transformed into a human? Xiao Xinue said. Lin Xian nodded. It's possible, but it's also possible that they're here to look for us. Lin Xian had long felt that things wouldn't go so smoothly. Moreover, he was already used to being targeted. Because of this habit, whenever something went smoothly, he would feel that something was wrong. It was only right that things didn't go smoothly. Then what should we do now? Wang Xintong moved to Lin Xian's side and shrunk her little head that was wearing a furry rabbit hat. They're probably only a few hundred meters away from us. They didn't discover us because of this huge blizzard. We're all 8 or 9 stars heavenly venerables. Our divine senses are also very clear. In such an environment, it's completely useless. Therefore, their divine senses are probably the same as ours. In such an environment, it's useless. However, we need to figure out who they are first. Lin Xian stood in the same spot and muttered to himself. Do you suspect that some participants used their phones to find out our location and then sent people to attack us? Morong Yu asked. Little Yu, you're smart and big-chested, unlike a certain someone. Ling Ying. Damn it. She wanted to bite him to death. It's possible. In such a big place, we can even brush past each other in this blizzard. This place is also so remote. They're not participants yet. Perhaps they're looking for us, but the map can't accurately pinpoint our location. The coordinates are only a few kilometers away. It's because of the blizzard that they're unable to find us. Morong Yu muttered. Could it be Xiao Yun and the others? Lin Xian nodded. There's a high chance that they can only stop us from gaining points if we die. Only then can they enter the God's awakening door. However, it shouldn't be all of them. It's just a few of them. Then, what should we do now? Lin Xian said, Now, we just need to appear in front of them to know who they are. If they attacked or had the intention to attack, then they were definitely enemies. Lin Xian could even see if they were from the devil race or the human race. No, it's too dangerous. Let's go together. There are 5 of them. If they're enemies, they'll definitely know that we have the spatial attribute. They'll definitely send a spatial attribute cultivator. Murong Yu said. If we go together, how can we ambush them? If they're enemies, since they know that we have the spatial attribute, they'll definitely know that there are 7 of us together. They'll definitely send a force that can kill us. There's still a week's time. If we don't deal with them, we'll definitely encounter them. Lin Xian said. But it's too dangerous. Lin Xian said with a smile, it's fine. Don't forget that I have the law of creation. Now, the enemies are in the open while we're in the dark. Give me time, and I'll be able to use the law of creation to create a spatial energy that'll be enough for me to escape. I'll condense it in advance. All right. Hearing Lin Xian's words, they were relieved. The law of creation wasn't just for show. Also, let's find a location. When the time comes, I'll lure them over and kill them directly. How do we kill them? Sisters, we have a pile of spiritual tools, some top-grade tools, and the law of destruction. Give us time, and we'll be able to condense a force that can kill them, right? Lin Xian rolled his eyes and said, Understood. Let's hide. If they're looking for us, they can only be within a radius of a few kilometers. It's not big, but it's not small either. In this weather, we have an advantage. Don't wander around, lest you expose our footprints to them. Lin Xian said. Okay. After that, they found a place with a lot of wind and snow. They could not go to the back of the mountain, as the back of the mountain would be easily discovered. Then, the few of them created an array formation there, condensing the cold energy, dark energy, thunder and destruction that they were constantly releasing. As Lin Xian helped them create, he also created a bead for himself. This bead, Lin Xian continuously condensed his spatial energy. Time slowly passed, and they didn't even know if the other party was still there. I'm going, Lin Xian said to the girls. Be careful. Chapter 1365. The snowstorm continued, and those people continued to search for Lin Xian and the rest. This young master clearly gave us a location nearby, and they haven't left for more than an hour. But this snowstorm is too big, we really can't find them. The 5 of them walked in the snowstorm. Search. Since they're nearby, then we can definitely find them. Right now, the entire North Pole is covered in snow. It's a good thing that they're not moving. It's easier to find them than them wandering around. An old man said indifferently. Although they're not moving, our visibility is only 3 to 4 meters, and our divine senses are completely disrupted in this environment. It's not easy to find them. If they can go to a demon clan faction to attack, then it'll be easy to find them. It was difficult to find people in such an environment, but it was easy to find a faction. This was also why Lin Xian and the others chose to set up an ambush in such a place instead of going to a faction and taking it down while they were at it. Because they were sure that if they were enemies, there would definitely be warriors with spatial attributes. Their speed would definitely be very fast. They would definitely find a faction even faster. They couldn't find Lin Xian, but it was easy for Lin Xian to find them. Although Lin Xian had already lost their footprints, but at least Lin Xian knew where they went. And, since Lin Xian wanted to lure them here, there were many ways to do so. I hope it's an enemy. Not far from them, about 300 meters away, there was a snow slope between them. Lin Xian was there. And why did Lin Xian hope it was an enemy? If they were enemies, then Lin Xian could be at ease. He knew that things wouldn't go so smoothly. If they didn't meet any enemies, Lin Xian would always be on tenterhooks. Myriad lightning heavenly prison. Boom, Lin Xian directly released a divine rank martial skill on the spot. In this noisy environment, it attracted everyone's attention. The release of a divine rank martial skill, no matter if it was power or movement, would definitely cover up the snowstorm here. There's someone. The 5 people from the Shao family suddenly felt a powerful force and sound. They all looked to the left. It's on the left. There should only be us and Lin Xian's team here. That might is a lightning attributed martial skill. I'm afraid it was released by Lin Xian. Go. Then the 5 of them sped away. When they arrived, the snowstorm was too strong, so they still couldn't see Lin Xian, even though Lin Xian was only a few dozen meters in front of them. Third brother. Got it. Following this, a man released a powerful wind attribute power, changing the surrounding wind. The wind and snow flew in another direction, and the visibility in front of them increased by a lot. At the same time, they saw Lin Xian's figure. Then why didn't they use this method to find people? It was simple. They thought that they were in the dark, so how could they expose themselves? But now, they were extremely confident that the people in front of them were definitely Lin Xian and the others, so they released their power. It's Lin Xian. After seeing Lin Xian, the 5 of their eyes suddenly lit up. And what was Lin Xian doing at this moment? In front of him was a very large demonic beast. It was already dead and covered in blood. This demonic beast wasn't killed by Lin Xian, but was created by Lin Xian using the law of creation. Lin Xian didn't have the ability to create a life that required his own divine rank martial skill to kill. Creating life, especially animals, was the most difficult part of the law of creation. Lin Xian couldn't do it. Even if Lin Xian wanted to create a kitten or a dog now, he would probably have to be in the absolute void stage to do it. Because that was a life. However, creating a corpse was much simpler. Lin Xian did this for the sake of putting on a good show. Otherwise, if he used a divine rank martial skill to attract them over but didn't have anything to show that he needed to use a divine rank martial skill, then it would be too suspicious. Now that there was a demonic beast corpse here, in the eyes of others, Lin Xian didn't use the divine rank martial skill for no reason. Naturally, there would be no doubt that he used the divine rank martial skill to kill the demonic beast. This was very reasonable. Wait, the other 6 people aren't here. They are all in this area. Other than killing Lin Xian, it's best to kill everyone else except for Murong Yu. This way, the young master and the others can successfully advance. This Lin Xian doesn't know us, so let's not alert him first. Let's attack directly and approach him first. The 8 stars of the absolute void stage old man said. Okay. Then, they walked towards Lin Xian. You are. Lin Xian didn't know whether they were friend or foe, so he wouldn't expose himself first and suspect that they were enemies. The 5 of us are warriors from Icy City. We came here from afar to collect the Tian Shan Ice Lotus and see if there are any demonic beast forces that we can eliminate. We didn't expect to encounter this snowstorm and delay our journey. Little friend, why did you come here at such a young age? This place is too far away from the human territory. It's too dangerous. The 8 stars of the absolute void stage old man looked at Lin Xian and said with an amiable expression. Although they had to kill Lin Xian, they couldn't kill just one Lin Xian. It was definitely not enough. They even had to kill at least 2 of the other 6 people. Therefore, it was best to find out some information from Lin Xian. Lin Xian frowned. There didn't seem to be any flaws in his words. Sky Martial Conference. Lin Xian said. I see. So you're participants of the Sky Martial Conference. This snowstorm has affected your progress. It's okay. If we're affected, others will be affected too. Lin Xian said. That's true. The old man nodded. It wasn't good to continue. If they continued, it would be easy to be exposed. Although killing just one Lin Xian was already very profitable, and this was also their young master's order to kill Lin Xian's death was not enough. It might be difficult for them to kill everyone, but killing 2 or 3 shouldn't be a problem. Lin Xian then said, Then I won't disturb you anymore. We're not going the same way. Goodbye. After saying that, Lin Xian cupped his fists and looked like he was about to leave. If they insisted on following him, or found some excuse to follow him, then they were definitely enemies. Because there was no benefit for them to follow him. In terms of strength, Lin Xian glanced at them. They were at least 4 stars of the absolute void stage. As a heavenly venerable, it was impossible for him to help them. Ha ha, meeting is fate. Why don't we go together? If we reach a place on the way, we can help you. What do you think? But at the same time, if we find the Tian Shan ice lotus, we hope that you can help us pick it. The old man smiled. Lin Xian was delighted. He had already broken down. Where? You. That's right, it was the word you that he didn't care about. Chapter 1366. How did they know that Lin Xian was with a group and not alone? Or was it just an accidental grammatical mistake? Lin Xian did not think so. First of all, he wanted to follow him and help him. This was not normal. Although he said later that this was a mutually beneficial matter, Lin Xian and the rest would help them find the Tian Shan ice lotus if he helped them, Lin Xian and the rest had to help them find it, there seemed to be no problem. However, with the addition of the word you, Lin Xian had already decided. 5 higher void stage cultivators. What the hell? However, Lin Xian naturally had to beat them at their own game. This isn't too good, right? Lin Xian seemed to be particularly hesitant. He, there's nothing bad about it. It's just a mutually beneficial matter. If you don't say anything, and I don't say anything, the 3 major forces probably don't have the ability to see your every move, right? The old man said. That's not impossible. With the ability of the 3 major forces, it might really be possible. Lin Xian. Don't worry. This place is so big and so far away. None of you have any surveillance cameras, so they won't be able to see you. We just hope that the more people there are, the more likely we'll be able to find the extremely rare Tian Shan ice lotus. However, this place is very dangerous, so ordinary warriors won't dare to come with us. The old man said. If that's the case, Lin Xian's eyes suddenly lit up. If we can get the help of the seniors, we won't even have much pressure to attack an SSS rank force. I just hope that the 5 of you can be trusted. Don't worry, we've met by chance. A few people have already cooperated with us, and we've also helped them a little. As for who they are, we won't even ask for their names. We'll only be with you for a day. How many points we can bring you in this day will depend on you. The old man said. Lin Xian smiled in his heart. They had completely broken down. Yes, this place is very dangerous. It makes sense that you didn't bring a large number of people here, but what are you 5 higher void stage cultivators afraid of? Since you're looking for something, can't you 5 higher void stage cultivators search separately? Must they be together? Therefore, Lin Xian had already determined that they were enemies. The rest was to beat them at their own game and lead them to the ambush location. Alright. I still have a few teammates. Now, I'll bring you 5 seniors to look for my teammates. I'll also talk to them. Since it's a cooperation, it's a win-win situation. Let's go, I'll bring you seniors to look for my teammates. Lin Xian said. They nodded. That's great. But don't waste too much time. Our time is very precious. The old man said. He didn't know that he had already broken down and was still pretending to be them. Naturally, our time is also very precious. Lin Xian nodded. Then, Lin Xian led them to the ambush area. On the other side, Xiao Yun and the others had just finished a battle. At this moment, they were hiding from the wind and snow in the territory of their original force while resting. At this moment, Xiao Yun took a look at his phone. Hooked. This was a message from the old man. Xiao Yun's eyes suddenly lit up. Then, he quickly found Duanling Xiao and gave him a look. Duanling Xiao roughly understood and followed him out. Feng Ling frowned as she looked at the 2 people who walked out. This was not the first time she had seen the 2 of them whispering. What could the 2 men not say in front of each other? Why did they have to do it in secret? It was definitely something shameful. However, because she wasn't familiar with the 2 of them, Feng Ling definitely didn't know what they were planning. Originally, she wanted to eavesdrop, but after thinking about it, she was so strong. What could they plan? So, she didn't go. They've taken the bait. Xiao Yun said. Really? Xiao Yun nodded. They've eliminated at least 3 people, including Lin Xian. Don't worry, Murong Yu won't die. Ling Ying and Han Chuxue won't die either. The only ones who will die will be Lin Xian, Wang Xintong, Wu Yuhan, or Xiao Xinyue. So what if Qin Ming likes Xiao Xinyue? Be careful. If Qin Ming guesses it, if the one who dies is Xiao Xinyue, he might turn hostile. And it's okay, don't worry. Just wait for the good news. Okay. The corner of Duan Ling Zhao's mouth curled up slightly. On the other side, Lin Xian brought the 5 absolute void stage cultivators to the ambush area. Ling Ying and the others pretended that nothing had happened and sat there eating hot pot. When they took a look and saw Lin Xian bringing people over, they already knew that these people were enemies. However, they really didn't expect that Lin Xian would bring them over in such a peaceful way. They originally thought that there was a high chance that they were chasing after Lin Xian and Lin Xian escaped here and lured them over. However, when the 5 people saw that Ling Ying and the other girls were still eating hot pot as if they didn't notice and were on guard, they were even more relieved. Come, girls. Let me introduce you to a few people. Lin Xian shouted and the girls stood up. What about them? Lin Xian then circled around the 5 absolute void stage cultivators as he spoke. The 5 absolute void stage cultivators were waiting for an instant to make their move. They could make their move now, but they were transmitting their voices to each other. They were preparing to make their move at the same time. The 5 of them cooperated extremely well, so that they wouldn't be able to react in time and get rid of a few of them. These are the seniors who are here to help us. As Lin Xian spoke, he had already circled behind them. As for them, they'll be dead soon. The pupils of those people suddenly shrank. In the next instant, Lin Xian's lightning struck them. At the same time, they, who were already well coordinated, instantly released the shadow prison. In the next instant, Han Chuxue and Xiao Xinyue opened the cold force domain that they released. In the next instant, Wang Xintong opened the space seal that she had prepared beforehand. Following that, Murong Yu released the space seal and brought the 7 of them away. All of this happened in an instant. In the blink of an eye, the 7 of them completed all of their cooperation. What's going on? The 5 absolute void stage cultivators crawled up and realized that they were actually in an unknown large formation. This large formation had an extremely strong space seal ability. At the same time, the shadow prison imprisoned them. After that, a terrifying cold force hit them in the face. In the blink of an eye, their bodies were already covered in frost. On the other hand, Lin Xian and the others were standing tens of meters away, smiling as they looked at the 5 of them. Little friend, what's the meaning of this? Little friend. Don't call me that. I can't accept it. The corner of Lin Xian's mouth curled up. Their pupils constricted. Had they been discovered? But when had they been discovered? It couldn't have been just now, right? With their strength, this large formation had definitely been condensed for more than a moment. Release the space. One of them shouted. It's useless. There's an even stronger space seal here. What realm are they at? You're at the 7 stars of the absolute void stage. You can't break through? They've been prepared for a long time. The corner of Lin Xian's mouth curled up slightly. Start attacking. Let them feel what despair is. Lin Xian condensed his lightning and prepared to attack. Ling Ying bent down and rubbed a snowball. Then he asked, will the snowball hit them? Lin Xian then smiled and said, yes, torture them. Damn it. How dare they mess with me? Snowball. Chapter 1367. Of course, the snowballs couldn't kill them. They were all at the great virtual realm. Even an avalanche couldn't kill them. But the truly powerful thing about this formation was that it could imprison them in space and the terrifying cold power. The snowballs were just something that made their minds explode. Then, the 7 of them sat there and ate hot pot, throwing snowballs, competing to see who could throw them accurately. Of course, By casually injecting their own spirit energy into the snowballs, the simple snowballs became anti-aircraft cannons. They were extremely powerful. I say, little Ying, you can't do it. You only hit 1 out of 5? Lin Xian mocked. Tisk, that's the great virtual realm, okay? It's already good enough to hit it. Yeah. I hit it again. Wang Xintong made a victory pose. These were enemies who wanted to kill them. No matter what, they couldn't be merciful. The 5 of them miserably kept dodging the powerful snowballs thrown at them, but the space had completely sealed them. The terrifying cold power was freezing them. Their bodies were getting colder and colder, their movements were getting slower and slower, and the frost on their bodies was getting thicker and thicker. Little friend, what do you mean by this? We want to help you, why do you still want to kill us? The old man still refused to give up and was still pretending. Yo, you're still pretending. Lin Xian looked at them with a smile. Stop pretending. Even if you continue to pretend, you will die without a doubt. Even if you are not enemies, I'm sorry, we are from the Evil Fiend Hall. Isn't it normal for people from the Evil Fiend Hall to kill people? Lin Xian grinned. What? You are from the Evil Fiend Hall? They continued to pretend there. It was as if they didn't know that they were from the Evil Fiend Hall, because they had already tried it with their powerful strength. Damn, it was really strange. Why couldn't they break through the formation set up by a few Empyreans? They had forgotten the law of creation. Or rather, they didn't know at all. Stop pretending, it's a headache. Lin Xian shook his head. The old man's eyes narrowed. Everyone, release your full strength and break through the seal. Huff, boom, however, it was completely useless. Let's settle it. Little Xintong, take care of them, Lin Xian said. Ah! Wang Xintong was stunned. Among them, Wang Xintong's realm was 8 stars, while the others were 9 stars. It was estimated that after this round, all of them would be 10 stars. However, in terms of talent, Wang Xintong was indeed slightly inferior to everyone else. With less talent, there would be less experience. To put it simply, if they killed the same demon beast, they would get 1,000 experience points, but Wang Xintong would only get 900. This was because of her talent. Although there was a system and everyone leveled up by killing monsters, if one's talent was not enough, they would not be able to reach a higher level. It doesn't matter how many powerful monsters you kill. The 5 people inside were frozen in place, unable to move at all. Even the absolute void stage couldn't do anything about it. Our realms have to be unified. Lin Xian pinched her pink cheeks. She was getting bolder. In the past, Lin Xian didn't dare to do this in front of other girls, but now, everyone knew. It was just that the girls might roll their eyes at him. At most, they would roll their eyes at Ling Ying. After all, the girls' personalities were there for all to see. Okay. Although Wang Xintong was a little embarrassed, she was so familiar with everyone, so there was no need to be pretentious. Holy light burst. Water dragon pulse. 5 dragons emerge from water. Boom, Wang Xintong continuously released big moves, instantly killing the 5 powerless virtuality realm cultivators. Then, her aura rose. Aren't you worried that we killed the wrong people? Han Chuxue walked to Lin Xian's side and asked. Because until now, they weren't completely sure that these 5 people were really enemies. Because until they died, they didn't say anything else. They didn't fly into a rage out of humiliation. I'm worried. If we kill the wrong people, then so be it. What else can we do? Lin Xian shrugged. You don't really think of yourself as someone from the Evil Fiend Temple, do you? Lin Xian shook his head. No, of course I'm aware of that. Actually, we shouldn't have made a move if we weren't 100% sure. Although I heard what you said just now and I basically felt that they were enemies, but there's really no proof. Ling Ying said. I'm worried too, but we'll know once we take a look. Lin Xian then walked to the side of their corpses and found their phones. There were no other goods in the spatial ring. It seemed that they had all been emptied before they came, and there was nothing that could identify them at all. This made them feel that these people were here to complete a mission, and it was a shameful mission. There was a high chance that they were here to kill them. There was only one, and only the old man had one. Then, Lin Xian used the law of creation to create a new password and unlock the phone. There was only one contact in the phone. It could be seen that both the phone and the number were new. This already showed that they had come with a target because they were very careful in order not to expose anything. The only friend was also a SMAF, and their chat records had been deleted. They're quite careful. Lin Xian. Do you want to say something? Wu Yuhan frowned slightly and asked. No, it's easy to expose ourselves by replying. Let's wait for them to find us. Let's take a break first. It should be soon. All right. Sure enough, about 30 minutes later, the phone vibrated. Lin Xian then glanced at it. That person had sent a message. How is it? A few of the girls quickly gathered around Lin Xian and gave him advice. What's going on? He's asking how it is. Is he asking if they killed us? But until now, we're not 100% sure that they're looking for us. Ling Ying said. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. It should be. Although I'm not 100% sure, I'm 90% sure. After about 10 minutes, Lin Xian replied, It's done. On the other side, Xiao Yun almost jumped up. Beautiful, is Lin Xian dead? When they saw the message, they were completely sure. Damn! How many people are trying to kill me? Lin Xian was convinced. He's dead. Lin Xian then replied. What about the others? Which two did you kill? Xiao Yun quickly asked. When this sentence came out, the girls looked at each other. They all understood. It was Feng Ling's team. Why? There were many people who killed Lin Xian, and it was hard to determine who it was. But why did they kill two of them? It was for the assessment ranking. If they only killed Lin Xian, it might be a personal grudge, but it wouldn't stop them from entering the top 10. But if they killed 2 or 3 more of them, Feng Ling's team would directly advance. Chapter 1368. Although it was just a guess, they knew it in their hearts. Of course, they knew that it was definitely not the intention of all 9 of them. It could only be done secretly by one of them. As for who it was, Lin Xian had a rough idea. Xiao Yun, Duanling Xiao, Su Jiming, Qin Ming. Among the 4 of them, it was most likely Xiao Yun and Duanling Xiao. But there was no evidence. Lin Xian thought for a while. If it was Xiao Yun and Duanling Xiao, who would they hope to not die? Ling Ying and Murong Yu, then, Wang Xintong and Wu Yuhan. The others ran away, and Lin Xian tried to be the hero. Lin Xian replied, Well done. You should go back quickly to avoid being exposed. Wait, where are their corpses? They were just destroyed. Lin Xian sent a message. What a pity. I wanted to see what Lin Xian's corpse looked like. So what if it was destroyed? Go back quickly. Let's not contact each other anymore. Then, his friend request was deleted. He didn't know who it was, and he couldn't ask. He couldn't talk too much. Let him be happy for now. Lin Xian glanced at the girls. It's someone from Feng Ling's team. It's a guy. And a guy who hates you. Ling Ying said. Xiao Yun and Duanling Xiao are the most likely. Lin Xian. Murong Yu's eyes flashed with murderous intent. I'll tell father. Lin Xian, just send this message to your father. You don't have to do anything else. Let them know what's going on. Okay, I got it. That's despicable. Wang Xintong clenched her fists. They never wanted to harm anyone, nor did they want to use underhanded means to win the competition. However, there would always be people who would harm them or even kill them. There's nothing we can do about it. This is reality. This is the human heart. Lin Xian said. So now let him be happy for a few days first. Little Xintong, destroy the mobile phone that you gave out when you competed with me. Let them think that you are really dead. Little Yuhan, don't destroy your mobile phone. Just leave it where it is. After all, a dead person's mobile phone might not necessarily be broken. I really want to see how he will react when he sees that we are still alive. It will definitely be fun. Lin Xian smirked. It's so bad. It didn't matter if the phone was destroyed. They were a team. As long as one of them had it, it would be fine. Let's go. Let's hurry up and show them how happy we are when we're already dozens of kilometers away. Shua, on the other side, Xiao Yun looked at his phone. Ling Ying, Han Chushue, Xiao Xinyue, and Murong Yu were already dozens of kilometers away. As for the other three, two of them had already lost their signals. Only Wu Yuhan's signal was left at its original position. Xiao Yun secretly gave Duan Ling Xiao a look. Duan Ling Xiao felt that it was unbelievable. Lin Xian died just like that? He felt that this person was really hard to kill. However, Xiao Yun's headquarters wouldn't give him such fake news, right? Duan Ling Xiao nodded and looked at his mobile phone. Sure enough, their signal had disappeared. That's great. At this time, Feng Ling looked at her mobile phone and couldn't help but frown. Previously, Lin Xian's signal had disappeared and then returned. However, why did it disappear again this time? Wang Xintong's signal was also gone. Wu Yuhan's signal was dozens of kilometers away from theirs. This was obviously not right. What happened? Everyone, take advantage of this snowstorm. We can't waste time. Let's go to the next place and catch up with Lin Xian's team as soon as possible. Duan Ling Xiao stood up and said, Okay. Hey, why did two of their signals disappear? And one of them fell behind? Su Zhiming said doubtfully. Maybe. They just encountered a big battle. Xiao Yun said. Feng Ling's beautiful eyes looked at Xiao Yun and didn't say anything. She felt that it was a little strange. Was it related to her and Duan Ling Xiao's whispers just now? She didn't want to think about it. With Lin Xian's strength, there shouldn't be any problems. Let's go. Next. 2 days later. Something's not right. Duan Ling Xiao walked to Xiao Yun's side. 2 days have passed. Logically speaking, they should only be left with 4 people. Why is it that their speed of conquering didn't slow down at all? Duan Ling Xiao said with a frown. That's fine. Look at the forces they've been fighting for the past 2 days. They're all S and SS rank. They're no longer going to SSS rank forces. Previously, they desperately went to SSS rank forces. This proves that they no longer have the capital to go to SSS rank forces. Now, there are only 3 SSS rank forces left and they will all be ours. Adding up the 600,000 points, we can make up for the difference. Xiao Yun said. This makes sense. Of the remaining 3 SSS rank forces, 2 were in the northernmost region and 1 was in the westernmost region. They were currently heading to the northernmost region to take down those 2 SSS rank forces and then go to the westernmost region. How are we going to fight? Lin Xian's group was hiding in an S-rank force that they had just conquered. The snowstorm outside had yet to stop. They still have 5 days. They went to the northernmost 2 SSS rank forces. After that, they'll need at least 3 days to go to the westernmost region. We'll fight nearby first and let them have a comfortable time. On the 3rd day, we'll take down the SSS rank force in the westernmost region. We'll win for sure. Alright. 3 days later, they finished off the 2 SSS rank forces and thought that victory was in their hands. Then they took a look. Not good. Lin Xian's group went to the last SSS rank force. Chu, he said with a frown. If they take down this SSS rank force, we won't have any hope of turning the tables. Qi Tianqing said. Xiao Yun sneered in disdain. It could be seen that they were anxious. They only had 4 people left and they still wanted to go to the SSS rank force? Wasn't that courting death? They were anxious. They also knew that if they couldn't take down this SSS rank force, they would be turned around. However, He definitely couldn't tell them not to worry. Otherwise, they would be exposed. Let's go. We'll go there at full speed. It'll probably take a day to get there. They're definitely done. We might as well not waste this day and go to the other SSS rank forces. Maybe we can fight them. Chu He said. Go. We must go. Xiao Yun said. It'll be a waste of time if we go. Do you think they can't take down this SSS rank force? Then why didn't they go to that SSS rank force during these 3 days? Why did they have to wait until we're done before going? Xiao Yun said. He definitely couldn't tell them that Murong Yu's group was desperate. There's only one reason. That SSS rank force is very difficult to fight. They had no choice but to go after seeing that we're done. Xiao Yun said. Alright. Then let's go. Chapter 1369. There were only a few days left. It was about time for Lin Xian and the others to take down that SSS rank organization. If they took down this SSS rank organization and added on to their own lead, the 7 of them would definitely advance to the next round of the God's Awakening door. Moreover, Feng Ling's team had 9 people to share the points, while they only had 7 people. Their total points were higher, so they had more points. Therefore, even if this SSS rank force was given to them, Lin Xian and the rest would definitely advance under normal circumstances. It was just that it was safer to take it down. Moreover, if they didn't want free experience points, why should they give it to them? On the other side, Feng Ling's team was rushing towards Lin Xian's team as fast as they could. Duan Ling Xiao and Xiao Yun, the 2 insiders, were actually not worried. After all, from their point of view, that team only had 4 people left. They were also staking everything on one throw, fighting with their backs against the wall. They couldn't die and fail to qualify for the God's Awakening door, right? However, they couldn't show that they weren't worried. Otherwise, they would be exposed. 1 day later, when they arrived, Lin Xian and the rest had already taken down that SSS rank force and were already yo-yoing. What? When they saw that the SSS rank force had been marked with Murong Yu's mark on their phone, they were both dumbfounded. It couldn't be, right? There were only 4 of them. How could they have taken care of an SSS rank force? Unless they had advanced to the absolute void stage. Was that possible? It was possible. Because the quality of the demonic beasts they fought was higher than theirs. However, was it really so easy to break through to the absolute void stage? This time we're done. Su Zhiming sighed and said, Feng Ling, what do you think we should do now? Xiao Yun looked at Feng Ling and asked. Although Lin Xian was dead and his biggest problem was gone, he felt very comfortable. However, they probably wouldn't be able to enter the God's Awakening door. No, that wasn't right. Not necessarily. Why? If there were only 4 people left in Lin Xian's team, they would only be in the top 4. As for the remaining 6 spots, 6 out of the 9 of them would advance to the next round. When the time came, they would split their points evenly. Whoever had the highest points would advance to the next round. Duan Ling Xiao, Feng Ling, Qi Tianqing, Chu He, and Feng Qinghao would definitely advance. The one with the highest score should be him, Xiao Yun. That was right. If they wanted to advance, it would be the 6 of them. Although they were in the same team, the other people's scores in the first 2 rounds were not as high as theirs, so, when he thought of this, Xiao Yun felt more comfortable. Duan Ling Xiao didn't panic from the beginning to the end. He was only pretending to see if Xiao Yun could deal with Lin Xian. Because even if Lin Xian and the rest of the team had 7 people, Duan Ling Xiao's score would still be the best in this team. Only Feng Ling and Chu He's score would be higher than him. No matter how bad he was still ranked 10th. He was just worried. There's no other way. There's no chance to surpass them. Feng Ling said. Therefore, the remaining 3 spots should be chosen from among us. Feng Ling said. She would definitely advance. Chu He's score was higher than Duan Ling Xiao's, but lower than hers. Chu He should also advance. Then, there was only 1 spot left. This last spot should be Duan Ling Zhao's, but, as for the others, there were more than 200 people. They also had experts. Although the possibility of them having a higher score than them wasn't high, this wasn't something Feng Ling considered. They were indeed a team, but she had tried her best. All of this was cruel. Then, are we still fighting? Fight. Continue fighting. 2 days later, they were already rushing to the top of the North Pole. Those who could see the division of their forces were only some people from the 3 major forces. Some families could go over to take a look, but they couldn't do so too many times. Some people already had an idea in their hearts. One team after another had already rushed over. In fact, many people had already given up halfway through their journey. They saw that Lin Xian and Feng Ling's teams had even defeated an SSS-ranked force. What else could they persevere for? This SSS-ranked force had 200,000 points. Even if it was divided equally among 10 people, that would be 20,000 points per person. More often than not, they would treat this as an opportunity to grind for levels. Those experts and those families had really waited here for half a month. Some might have left midway and gone to the next city to rest for a few days, but they were definitely here today. Feng Ling and the others came at midnight. After they returned, their phones were taken away. They could only wait here. Duan Ling Xiao and Xiao Yun sat at the edge, waiting for Lin Xian. No, Lin Xian was already dead. They were waiting for Murong Yu and the others to arrive. What were Lin Xian and the others doing at this moment? That's right. They were sleeping. They were probably at a location about 100 kilometers away from the North Pole. Then, Lin Xian created a small house to shelter them from the wind. The few of them hid inside and rested. They knew in their hearts that they had already advanced. They would definitely win. All that was left was to see who Feng Ling's team was. When they saw that they were still alive, it was as if they had seen a ghost. After half a month of fighting and running around, they really didn't sleep for half a month. At most, they only rested for 1 or 2 hours. Even if they were Sky Venerables, they were really tired. Why didn't they directly go to the North Pole to rest? They couldn't rest there. They would ask all sorts of questions and exchange all sorts of pleasantries. It was better to rest here. Moreover, Lin Xian could be together with the 6 girls. He didn't know whose breasts he would pinch when he fell asleep. In any case, it was very comfortable. They just had to set a time. They would arrive at the North Pole at 6. When they woke up at 5, Lin Xian and Murong Yu's space would arrive directly. They haven't returned yet? It was already 5 in the morning. Duan Ling Xiao and Xiao Yun sat there smoking. Could it be that they didn't make it in time? They wouldn't make such a mistake. Duan Ling Xiao shook his head and said, "What if?" Actually, they had another way to turn the tables. That was to take advantage of the current situation to find them and stop them. They wouldn't be able to come to the North Pole before 6. That would also be considered as being eliminated. However, there was no other way. They couldn't do it. Xiao Yun didn't panic. There were only 4 people left. 6 of the 9 people in his team had advanced. He would definitely advance. No, it wasn't inevitable. He would also advance to 10th place. What if something went wrong? But the possibility shouldn't be high. What team could be better than them? On the other side, Lin Xian was kicked open in his sleep. Lin Xian rubbed his eyes with his fragrant hand. Then, he sat up in a daze and looked at Ling Ying, who was sitting there. "Why did you kick me?" Lin Xian asked in a daze. "Where did you reach out your hand just now?" Lin Xian, F***CK. We're already an old couple. Can't you reach out a little? I'm talking about Murong Yu. Lin Xian, Chapter 1370. Lin Xian looked down in confusion. Murong Yu was sleeping soundly. He had even dug out her and exposed her penis. Cough cough cough. Lin Xian quickly coughed dryly. Murong Yu had been very tired these days. Plus, she had gotten used to it. After half a year, she had been pinched to sleep by Lin Xian many times. She had gotten used to it. Otherwise, no matter how tired she was, she would have woken up after being pinched for an entire night. Bastard! Ling Ying gritted her teeth and glared at Lin Xian. As expected. As expected, even Morong Yu had been ruined by this scumbag. Ah! So annoying. Cough cough, sure. Lin Xian quickly tidied up Morong Yu's clothes. If you weren't leaning on me, I wouldn't have touched her. I would have touched you. I swear. Lin Xian looked at Ling Ying and said, Scram. Scumbag. Ling Ying rolled her eyes. Fine, she was used to it. Actually, she had already prepared herself for every pretty girl around Lin Xian to be Lin Xian's woman. No matter how outstanding the girl was. But, just looking at it made her unhappy. Wrong, I was wrong. Lin Xian said, feeling wronged. Humph. Wang Xintong rubbed her sleepy eyes and sat up. What are you guys talking about? No, nothing. It's time to get up. We should get going. I'll go wash up. Then she yawned and walked out. The other girls were also woken up by them. 10 minutes later, everyone was ready to go. Let's go. It's 5:10. Then, Lin Xian released his space. After landing, Morong Yu also released her space. They arrived at the bottom of the North Pole and started climbing. If only they couldn't come. Xiao Yun sighed. Even if Ling Ying died, he was still willing. If he had known earlier, he would have ordered his men to kill all of them, not leaving a single one alive. Only the heavens knew that with only 4 people left, they could still destroy an SSS rank organization. However, at this moment, the figures of 7 people gradually appeared in their sight. Xiao Yun and Duan Ling Zhao's eyes narrowed. Lin Xian. It's Lin Xian. Xiao Yun stood up, his face full of disbelief. Duan Ling Zhao frowned. From the moment Xiao Yun said that Lin Xian was already dead, he actually felt that it was somewhat inconceivable, and felt that it wasn't too real. He felt that Lin Xian was like a sticky candy that he could not shake off no matter how hard he tried. It would not be easy to kill him. As expected, the accident still happened. He's back. Lin Xian and the others came in front of Xiao Yun and Duan Ling Zhao. Xiao Yun tried his best to control himself so that he would not reveal any clues. Good morning to the 2 of you. Are the results out? Lin Xian said with a smile. Not yet. Duan Ling Zhao replied indifferently. I wish the 2 of you good results. Then we'll go over first. Then, Lin Xian and the others walked away. Ka. Xiao Yun clenched his fists tightly. Didn't you say that they're dead? Duan Ling Zhao then looked at Xiao Yun and said coldly. Xiao Yun was the most uncomfortable. They didn't die, which meant that there were 7 of them. 7 people, only 3 spots were left for them, and Xiao Yun was definitely not one of these 3 spots. Duan Ling Zhao was also very uncomfortable. 7 people, 3 spots, he should be in 10th place. The only ones in front of him were Feng Ling and Chu He, but he was always afraid that something bad would happen. From the moment he saw Lin Xian, he was especially uneasy. How would I know? Xiao Yun's mentality exploded. Not only could he not enter the God's Awakening door, but Lin Xian was also not dead. Wait a minute. Xiao Yun suddenly realized something. If Lin Xian and the rest are not dead, then the one who sent me the message is. Xiao Yun frowned. It's Lin Xian. Duan Ling Zhao said. Xiao Yun's heart was suddenly shocked. Wait. He didn't say anything wrong, right? He recalled carefully. No. Absolutely not. He definitely didn't say anything wrong. At most, he suspected one of the 9 of them, but he couldn't be sure which one it was. Thinking of this, Xiao Yun let out a long sigh of relief. Wait a minute. Could it be that his men had a slip of the tongue? Lin Xian didn't ask, and he was too lazy to ask. He was afraid that asking would cause more trouble, so he simply didn't ask. Anyway, it was fine as long as he had a rough idea. You're on your own now, Duan Ling Xiao said. Damn it. Xiao Yun clenched his fists tightly. Is it them? Morong Yu asked. Lin Xian nodded, seems like it. I think so too, Han Chushue said. But it's just a suspicion. Let's talk about it later. Anyway, they can't cause any trouble. After we advance to the absolute void stage, we don't have to worry too much. There was a big gap between domain and Empyrean. The gap between Empyrean and absolute void was even bigger. Moreover, whether it was time or space attributes, they would get a qualitative upgrade in the absolute void stage. Oh, good morning. Lin Xian saw Feng Ling and greeted her with a smile. Feng Ling nodded, morning. Lin Xian froze for a moment. Oh, this chick actually replied to him? That was a bit strange. Why did Feng Ling reply to Lin Xian? She was still very unhappy with Lin Xian, but she was a person who was convinced. Lin Xian was worthy of her admiration. She couldn't beat Lin Xian, so she was convinced by Lin Xian. But this didn't mean that she was happy with Lin Xian. Attack everyone to advance. Feng Ling looked at Lin Xian and the others and said. Then congratulations on advancing. Lin Xian said with a smile. Feng Ling nodded and walked away. They knew in their hearts whether or not they would advance. Lin Xian and the others, including Feng Ling, would definitely advance. There definitely wouldn't be any other accidents. However, it wasn't certain who the next two rankings would be. Little Ying, Little Xian. Ling Ying's father, Ling Hai, walked over with a smile. Xiao Runing and Xiao Zun also walked over. Including Morong Yu's father, Morong Feng, and Han Chushue's father, Han Guang, they all walked over. Only Wang Xintong and Wu Yuhan were left. The two of them looked at each other and smiled. They were used to it. This was because they no longer had any relatives in this world. They were indeed very envious of Ling Ying and the others. Even if it was Lin Xian, he still had a sister, Xintong. At this moment, a figure came over. Wang Xintong glanced over. Uncle Qin. Then, she ran over happily. That's right, it was Qin Feng. Qin Feng had adopted Wang Xintong as his goddaughter. A lot of Wang Xintong's combat skills were learned from Qin Feng. Seeing him come, Wang Xintong was really happy. Ha ha ha. You've grown a lot in this period of time. Very good. Qin Feng smiled and rubbed Wang Xintong's hair. I have to thank Uncle Qin and everyone. Wu Yuhan smiled as she looked at this scene. Sister, if our family is still here, they would be here too. Wu Yuhan's sister, Wu Yunuo, was talking to Wu Yuhan's soul in her heart. Yes. Chapter 1371. Lin Xian exchanged pleasantries with them for a while, and then, Ling Hai urged Lin Xian to quickly give birth to a baby. Lin Xian was stunned. By the side, Ling Ying was dumbfounded. Dad, what are you talking about? Ling Ying blushed. Thankfully, there was no one around them. How old are you? Your mom and I should have a grandchild by now, right? Ling Hai said as he took a puff of his cigarette. Dad, didn't I tell you? Lin Xian and I still need to improve ourselves. We don't have the time. That was not wrong. This was a very important period for them. They were about to break through to the Great Void Realm. Once they reached the Great Void Realm, they would begin charging towards the Heavenly Tao Realm. Although the Heavenly Tao Realm was extremely difficult, they were still young. Furthermore, Ling Ying really did not want to have a baby. He felt that it would be a disaster. You and Lin Xian don't need to take care of it. Your mom and I will. Ling Hai said. That won't do. Ling Ying shook his head. Needless to say, the moment he mentioned a baby, Lin Xian missed his little Shusher and little Tianyi. They had not seen each other for half a month. No, it had been 20 days. It had almost been a month. He really missed them. You child. Ling Hai glared at Ling Ying. What was the main reason? Firstly, they did want a grandchild. Secondly, they were worried about Ling Ying's Shura consciousness. Whether or not the Shura would take over her soul and control her was still unknown. Since Ling Hai had handed Ling Ying to Lin Xian, he should trust Lin Xian. Yes, he had always trusted Lin Xian, but trust and reality were two different things. In fact, they were already mentally prepared for their daughter's death. There was no other way. It had been the same for generations. They would be filled with infinite hope, but at the same time, they would be prepared for the worst. There was still 1 year. That's right. There was only 1 year left. If she could leave him a grandchild this year, that would be a good thing. At least it would give them something to remember, and give Lin Xian something to remember. That was what the Ling Hai couple thought anyway. Of course, he hoped that his daughter would be fine. Even if he did not want his grandchildren, he still hoped that his daughter would be fine. But what if? Uncle, this kind of thing has to wait until little Ling Ying and I are relaxed, right? Right now, we're probably going to the God's Awakening door soon. Don't tell me we're going to leave her pregnant at the God's Awakening door? Wouldn't that be suicide? Lin Xian said helplessly. At most, I won't go. Anyway, I heard that the God's Awakening door is very dangerous. But that's also a very important opportunity for us to improve our cultivation. Lin Xian said. Sigh, forget it. Ling Hai sighed. You youngsters should think about your own matters, but Lin Xian, that matter. Lin Xian knew what Ling Hai was talking about, and he also knew why he kept urging him. He did not want his Ling family to have no descendants. Of course, he could choose to have another child with his wife, but they were afraid. When they gave birth to Ling Ying, they knew that such a day would come. They could have aborted Ling Ying long ago to prevent her from being born, but they could not bear to do so. That was their flesh and blood, that was their life. They chose to keep it. What if they had another child and it was a girl? Give birth. Abort. There was no end to it. The best outcome was that Lin Xian could really find a way. Lin Xian nodded. Uncle, I know. Okay, you guys talk. I'll go see when the rankings are out. The spirit then walked out of the tent. My dad told you about my spirit, right? Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian. Ling Hai did not know that Ling Ying already knew about this matter. She had heard it that day. Lin Xian looked at Ling Ying. Yeah. If there's really no other way, I'll leave before the deadline. Ling Ying lowered her head and said as she silently unwrapped a lollipop and placed it in her mouth. What are you saying? I know so many experts, including those at the Heavenly Tao realm. I don't believe there's no other way. Don't worry. No matter how powerful that Shura is, he only existed in the past. Didn't he still die? There's always a way. Yeah. Let's go out as well. The results will probably be out soon. All right. Following that, Lin Xian and Ling Ying walked out. Outside, the people were already gathered there. The experts of the individual family clans had a rough idea of the situation after the faction's attack. After those people returned, they had a rough idea of what had happened. They only said that they were waiting for a miracle, or rather, they had to finish watching before leaving. That was the complete process. After this matter is over, I'll make a trip to the Wind Nation with you. Lin Xian walked to Wu Yuhan's side and secretly pinched her buttocks. Wu Yuhan gritted her teeth. Bastard! Why did he use so much force? Clearly, his sister was in charge of the body now. Sorry to trouble you, Wu Yuhan said lightly as she removed Lin Xian's hand. I'm your man. What's the trouble? Lin Xian said with a smile. Wu Yuhan had been investigating the grudges of her family clan all these years. As Lin Xian's woman, Lin Xian would naturally help her. Instead, Lin Xian would be worried if she went alone, even though her realm was not low. After settling Wu Yuhan's matter, Lin Xian wanted to see if there was a chance to find Linya before heading to the door of God's Awakening. After all, that senior had told Lin Xian that Linya would be fine. Instead, it was her good fortune. Hence, in Lin Xian's eyes, Zhao Mengyue was just a tool to raise Linya's realm. However, without Linya by his side, Lin Xian felt uneasy. There was one more thing waiting for Lin Xian. That was to reconstruct the physical body. Wu Yuhan and her sister, Wu Yunuo, could not possibly share the same body forever, right? They were two different people. Reconstructing the physical body did exist. It only required a specific method. When the time came, Lin Xian would have to ask Xiao Linglong and the rest. Alright, the most important reason was the twin sisters. The twin sisters. Pooh pooh pooh. That was not the most important thing. At this moment, the people from the three factions were calculating everyone's points. Combining the demon crystals that had been handed in and the map of the faction's territories, this was not a small task. It needed to be very meticulous. This concerned their future. Other than the door of God's awakening, the 11th to 20th place could also go to a place. That place did not have as many opportunities as the door of God's awakening, but it was also much less dangerous. There were opportunities as well. After a while, Murong Feng and the rest walked out of the tent. Everyone's gaze fell on them. Ka. Xiao Yun clenched his fists. Actually, he already knew the ranking in his heart. He was really unwilling to accept it. Even his own people had been killed by Lin Xian? How did he do it? Chapter 1372. Murong Feng and the rest glanced at the crowd. Then, Murong Feng coughed dryly and said, "Cough cough. Now, let me announce the final results of the Sky Martial Assembly." Everyone looked at him. "We will not announce the final results. Everyone, please rest assured that the results were calculated by dozens of people from the three major forces. There will not be any mistakes. Of course, if you feel that there might be any mistakes, you can tell us." Murong Feng glanced at Duanling Xiao, Xiao Yun, and the rest. Of course, he only glanced at them briefly. He had received the chat records from Murong Yu and understood what had happened. It was reasonable. After all, the hardest thing to understand in this world was the human heart. However, he did not have any evidence. He could only keep it a secret. He only hoped that the higher-ups of the three major forces would not interfere in this matter. Otherwise, he would have to worry about the rise and fall of the human race. Now, I will announce the names of the 11th to 20th place who will enter the land of heavenly wrath. The land of heavenly wrath was the place where the top 10 people would go. I will start from the lowest to the highest. Those who have advanced to the next round, please come to the magistrate to receive your honor badge. Please take good care of your honor badge. Also, if you have any doubts, you can tell us. Murong Feng glanced at the name list and said, 20th place, Zhuoyang. Then, a man walked out in surprise and took the badge of honor. No one was more surprised than him. 20th place, just right. This might be the lowest threshold. Maybe the rest of the people would have the same number of points as him. Although he was confident in his own strength, there were too many martial artists. Therefore, he was very lucky to be able to get 20th place. He was satisfied. He did not even think about getting into the top 10. 19th place, Zhang Yang. 18th place, Lu Chao. 17th place, Feng Qingyu. Feng Qingyu walked out with a face full of surprise. Although he was in Winchim's team and got a lot of points, his previous results were not that good. Under normal circumstances, he would not even be in the top 20. However, he was pulled up by the points he got from the third round. He directly rushed to the 16th place. He was satisfied. Feng Qingyang nodded with satisfaction. This son of his did not ask to be in the top 10. He would be satisfied if he could be in the top 20. This scene caused some people to frown tightly. Why? Logically speaking, Lin Xian's team and Winchim's team should be in the top 16. Although they were evenly split, they had killed too many factions. Yes, it seemed like there would always be someone among the other 200-plus people who could enter the top 16, but looking at the number of people they occupied, it was basically impossible. However, this Feng Qingyu was ranked 17th. This meant that the remaining people had either gone solo or joined other teams. Their score was higher than Lin Xian and Feng Ling's team of 16 people. Who could it be? Lin Xian thought for a moment. There were other strong ones, but the possibility was not high. The most likely one was Zhuge Feng. Lin Xian glanced at Zhuge Feng, who was standing in front of the Zhuge family. It should be him. Lin Xian did not pay much attention to Zhuge Feng. Zhuge Feng was doing this alone, so he did not know how high he could get. It would be difficult for him to get into the top 10. Number 16, Su Zhiming. Su Zhiming sighed helplessly. At least he could go to the land of heavenly wrath. He did not want to get into the top 10 anymore. Number 15, Qin Ming. Number 14, Xiao Yun. Xiao Yun clenched his fist. F***CK. Number 13, Qi Tianqing. Qi Tianqing walked out. This Qi Tianqing is only at number 13. There's no other way. Lin Xian's team of 7 will probably get into the top 10, so Qi Tianqing was eliminated. Number 12, Feng Qinghao. Feng Qinghao was also helpless. But it was still okay. Number 12. Number 11, Duan Ling Xiao. Everyone had an expression of disbelief when they heard it. Duan Ling Xiao. Number 11? It should not be. His results in the previous 2 rounds were very good. How could he be number 11? Duan Tianming frowned too. He felt that his son would definitely get into the top 10, but he was eliminated? Duan Ling Xiao was also completely stunned. How could he be number 11? He had calculated it. Normally, he should be number 10. However, what he was worried about really happened. It just so happened that someone had beaten him. Who was it? Apart from the 2 teams, who else had scored more points than him? Lin Xian's lips curled up. Amazing. This Zhuge Feng was amazing. He actually rushed into the top 10 alone. Feng Ling was also somewhat confused. Why? Although they weren't as strong as Lin Xian's team, logically speaking, Duan Ling Xiao shouldn't have been pushed down after defeating several SSS rank forces, right? But it did not matter. It had nothing to do with her, Feng Ling, alright? Next, let's ask these 10 people to prepare their identities and enter the land of heavenly wrath together. Wait. Duan Ling Xiao stood up at this time. He did not accept it. Lin Xian could enter the God's Awakening door, but he must also enter. Or else, why would he not be in the top 10? Do you have any doubts? Murong Feng asked. Duan Ling Xiao said, I think I should be in the top 10, but I have some doubts. It's normal to have doubts. Then, come over and take a look at the total score. If you have any doubts, we will calculate it for you on the spot. Duan Ling Xiao then walked over and saw the name of number 10. Zhuge Feng. Ka. He clenched his fists tightly. Zhuge Feng. How could he have forgotten about this Zhuge Feng? But it shouldn't be. My team defeated several SSS rank forces. Logically speaking, my score should not fall out of the top 10. Murong Feng nodded, indeed, but although the 10th place did not defeat an SSS rank force, he defeated enough forces. His total score is indeed higher than yours by 1800 points. Duan Ling Xiao clenched his fists. Any more questions? None. Then, he clenched his teeth and walked away. Then, I will now announce the top 10. 10th place, Zhuge Feng. Everyone's doubts were answered at this moment. So it was him. The one who rushed into the top 16 was him. He even rushed into the top 10. Zhuge Feng had indeed done it alone, but he did not need to split the points equally. Moreover, he had defeated more forces than anyone else. B rank, A rank, countless of them, and even SS rank. Thus, his personal score barely surpassed Duan Ling Xiao's. Lin Xian laughed. Damn. The most despicable one was Zhuge Feng. He did the opposite and got 10th place. Amazing. Defeating the trashiest force, an unwanted force, and getting the highest ranking. Amazing. Chapter 1373. Zhuge Feng heaved a sigh of relief when he heard that he was in 10th place. Actually, when he wasn't in the top 20, he felt that he should be in the top 10. However, he was still worried. Now, he was completely relieved. Zhuge Feng smiled and looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded at him. Wow! This Zhuge Feng actually made it to 10th place. Ling Ying couldn't help but exclaim. Lin Xian nodded. Very fierce. Bastard. What a bastard. Ha ha ha, now that Duan Ling Xiao is feeling terrible. He's really going to die from anger. Ling Ying said with extreme satisfaction. That's right. People like Xiao Yun and Su Jiming had already accepted their fate. However, Duan Ling Xiao, who was in 11th place, was feeling terrible. Right, Xiao Yu, why didn't your cousin participate? Lin Xian asked. Morong Yu said, he didn't participate. Although he's strong, it's hard for him to get into the top 10. So, he didn't come. That's a bit of foresight. This Morong Yen was ranked 4th in the Martial Arts Academy. Morong Yu, Qi Tianqing, Duan Ling Xiao, and Morong Yen. However, it was a good choice that he didn't come. Even if he came, he wouldn't be able to get into the top 10. Although he was very strong. However, this guy was an Xian's admirer. They were engaged when they were children. Although he was taught a lesson by Lin Xian last time, Lin Xian didn't think that he would give up just like that. He didn't even come. Was he preparing for something? That's right. During this period, he frequently appeared at an Xian's place. However, an Xian and the others kept rejecting him. If it was only an Xian would be embarrassed to reject him. However, there was also Miao Xiao Miao, Zhao Yunqi, and the others. Even if they went out, they would be accompanied by the girls. 9th place, Chu He. Chu He sighed in relief. The corner of his mouth curled up as he went over to pick up his badge. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Morong Feng smiled and nodded. Morong Feng was actually quite happy in his heart. Of the 3 major powers, only his daughter had entered the top 10. The other 2 didn't enter. He was simply too comfortable. From now on, Duan Ling Xiao and Qi Tianqing might not even be able to compare to his daughter. After his daughter returned from the God's Awakening door, she would definitely be able to leave them behind. The situation had changed. In the past, they were the top existences, but in the future, Lin Xian and the others would be the top existences. 8th place, Feng Ling. Feng Ling then walked up. Thank you. Good luck. Morong Feng smiled and nodded. Feng Ling had also become number 1 after Lin Xian and the others. He had to admit that she was indeed strong. Actually, whether she was strong or not could be seen from her laws. She had 2 laws and also created. In this aspect, she was stronger than Morong Yu. In this world, creation and destruction were the top laws. Up until now, Lin Xian had only seen 3 people, including himself, who had these 2 laws. But in the end, there was no one else who had these 2 laws. There must be. Perhaps they hadn't matured yet. Perhaps they had matured but kept a low profile. Perhaps they hadn't even participated in the World Conference. Today, those standing here were the continent's top geniuses of this generation. However, it couldn't be said that this continent only had these top geniuses. It couldn't be said that the strongest were all here. 7th place, Wang Xintong. Wang Xintong then happily ran over. Qin Feng smiled and looked at her from afar. He remembered the first time he saw her. She was too weak. In the blink of an eye, this group of children had become the continent's future saviors. There was also Lin Xian. Qin Feng looked at Lin Xian. He was the one who introduced Wang Xintong to him and troubled him to teach her. Lin Xian wasn't strong at that time. Along the way, he had created one miracle after another. The number of beautiful girls by his side had also increased. This was within reason. Although he wasn't a very handsome man, he was strong and charming. It was enough to attract the attention of girls. Wang Xintong happily held the badge. She knew that this was all due to everyone's efforts. If it wasn't for everyone, how could she have gotten into the top 10? Even the top 20 would have been very difficult. However, although this was the truth, she had also brought great benefits to everyone. Her laws, her domain, and even the main reason why Lin Xian could survive the enemy's attacks time and time again. Without the increase of 3 stars, Lin Xian wouldn't have been able to defeat his opponent even if he lowered his opponent's 3 stars. 6th place, Ling Ying. The difference in points between them was very, very small. In the first 2 rounds, the difference wasn't that big. At most it was 1,000 points. No, Lin Xian, that bastard, had crushed her in points in the first 2 rounds. 5th place, Xiao Xinyue. 4th place, Wu Yuhan. 3rd place, Han Chuxue. 2nd place, Murong Yu. 1st place, Lin Xian. Hiss, actually, everyone knew this ranking in their hearts. However, when they saw it, they still felt that the world was unpredictable. Previously, in the martial arts academy, Lin Xian's ranking was very low. He only managed to rise up later. However, he actually managed to maintain his first place under such circumstances. Murong Yu was also suppressed by him. Murong Feng nodded in satisfaction. Beside him, Duan Tianming and the others weren't so happy. Their son didn't even get into the top 10. Most importantly, they should have been able to get in under normal circumstances. However, only God knew that the other 5 people in Lin Xian's team were also so strong. Furthermore, they had joined Lin Xian's team. This was fate. Even if you casually took the last place of 250 people and put them into Lin Xian's team, making it 8 people, the last place would still be able to get into the top 10, right? There was no other way. This wasn't luck. This was a person's destiny. Then why couldn't you join Lin Xian's team? Don't say things like you don't know Lin Xian and don't have a good relationship. Then why don't you know him? Then why don't you have a good relationship? This was a person's good fortune. Sometimes, meeting a person could really change a person. Ling Hai, Xiao Zun, Han Guang and the others were also looking at their daughter and future son-in-law with satisfaction. Look at you. Your sister has already gone to the God's awakening door. Xiao Zun couldn't help but say to Xiao Runing, Dad. I will work hard to raise my realm. I'm already an Empyrean now. Then your sister is almost at the virtual realm. Xiao Zun said. If Xiao Runing didn't become a teacher, she would definitely be at the virtual realm now. I know. I will go back and raise my realm properly. Xiao Runing shook her head. However, she was truly happy for them. Alright. Murong Feng then looked at everyone. The Sky Martial Assembly has ended. The top 20 have all been decided. And there's nothing else to say. I wish everyone can go further in the future. Chapter 1374. Some people were happy while others were sad. Lin Xian and the others were undoubtedly the final victors. Murong Feng then said, regarding the time to enter the land of heavenly wrath and the God's awakening door, there is no need to be anxious. It will take at least half a month and at most a month. At the same time, we will give everyone some time to rest. When the time comes, we will use some methods to contact you in advance. Lin Xian then asked, I wonder if we can get some information about the God's awakening door in advance? So that we can prepare in advance. Murong Feng shook his head. All right. However, we will discuss the details again. We will not talk about it here. Murong Feng said. Everyone, it is already late. Let's go back. Finally, I wish everyone can go further. The future of the human race belongs to you. We need to rely on you. You are the future of the human race. Do your best. After that, Lin Xian and the others dispersed. The Heavenly Martial Assembly did not have any rewards. The only rewards were the land of heavenly wrath and the God's awakening door. However, when Lin Xian asked Murong Feng about the God's awakening door, he did not say anything. Was it because he did not know or because he did not want to talk about it in front of so many people? Both were possible. The crowd dispersed one after another. Some of them left directly. The end of the Qianwu assembly meant that the competition between them during their youth had come to an end. However, it was worth mentioning that the quality of martial artists in this era was much, much stronger than before. It could be said that this era was the golden age of the human race. Therefore, the young people of this generation would become the mainstay of the human race against the demon race. They could not miss this golden age. It was impossible for the demon race and the human race to coexist peacefully. At least, the demon race's demon god temple and the myriad demon alliance had stated that it was impossible. Therefore, for the human tribe, if they wanted to live better in the future, they had to at least get rid of the myriad demon alliance of the demon tribe. Otherwise, the human tribe and the demon tribe would never be at peace, and the human tribe would always be worried about being destroyed. This was impossible. Even if the myriad demon alliance and the evil divine palace were gone, it would still be impossible for them to be at peace. Even if the demon clan did not attack the human clan might still attack the demon clan, because everyone had ambition. However, if the 10,000 demon alliance was gone, things would be much more peaceful. After all, the organization of the demon race was gone. However, even if the myriad demon alliance was gone, the demon race would definitely create a new organization. When humans fought against demon beasts, the main idea of the demon race was already in line with the idea of the humans. When the demon race fought against the humans, the main idea of the demon race was also in line with the idea of the demon race. This time, the rankings were not broadcasted live, so no one knew what their final results were, and no one knew who had entered the top 10. Xiaoying, aren't you going home for a few days after the fight? Ling Hai asked as he rubbed Ling Ying's head. No, I'll go back during the new year. Ling Ying said. Girl, you haven't been home for a year. It seems like a grown girl can't be kept at home. You're still talking about your family's Ling Ying. My daughter hasn't been home for a year. Can you believe it? Han Guang walked over and said helplessly. In the past, their upbringing of Han Chuxue was simply too strict. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to raise such a well-behaved Han Chuxue. It was a pity that she was ruined by that scumbag Lin Xian. There was nothing they could do. At that time, Lin Xian happened to save Han Chuxue outside, which had a huge impact on her state of mind. Otherwise, without that incident, Lin Xian really wouldn't know how to pursue this girl. However, Ling Ying also helped a lot. Ha ha ha, that's all for now. We're going back. You guys should also go back and rest. After fighting for half a month, you guys should be very tired. Go back and rest early. Ling Hai said with a smile. Okay. Then, Lin Xian and the others stepped on the road back to the city. They first returned to Binghai City, stayed there for a day, rested for a day, and then took a plane back to Lin and City. Babies, I'm back. Lin Xian went to the Bounty Hunter Guild. Zi Qiue, an Xin, Miao Xiaomiao, Lu Yufan, Zhao Yunqi, and Yi Yi were sitting there playing cards. Lin Xian's women were basically divided into 3 or 4 circles. Ling Ying, Murong Yu, and the others were one circle, while Lu Yufan and the others were a full-time group. After Zi Qiue, the heavenly consort, left the entertainment circle, she would play with them every day. She was so happy that she almost forgot about home. After so many years, Zi Qiue actually felt more relaxed than ever. The other circle should be by Xuanxuan's circle. The last one was Linglong Shui and the others. Perhaps most of them knew each other, but those who were often together were called circles. Lin Xian originally wanted to see Linglong Shui and the others, but Lin Xian just happened to pass by the Bounty Hunter Guild, so he naturally came here first. The bad guy is back. Everyone, let's fight. Lu Yufan then ran to Lin Xian. Then, she looked back and saw that no one was following her. Although I really want to beat him up with you. After all, he just came back. We still have to give him some face. Miao Xiaomiao said. That's true. Then, Lu Yufan returned to her seat and sat down. Heavenly concubine, you're still following them. Lin Xian smiled and sat next to Zi Chue. She hadn't taken down this place yet. Yi Yi hadn't been taken down yet. She had to find an opportunity to take action. We're all very good friends, and I just left the entertainment circle. It's very fun to play with everyone. Zi Chue smiled. Have you decided to stay here temporarily? Lin Xian asked. Yes, I probably won't leave here for the time being. Also, I have to go out with everyone to improve my realm. Zi Chue smiled slightly. Then, she looked at Lin Xian and asked, how was the competition? They had asked yesterday, but Lin Xian kept them in suspense. Yeah, Lin Xian, how did you do in the competition? Yi Yi asked. Zhao Yunqi also looked at Lin Xian nervously. Although she knew that he would definitely be fine, it was inevitable that she was nervous. First place. Lin Xian said with a smile. TCH, bragging. There are so many experts, and you're first. I believe that you're in the top 10, but first place? Lu Yufan rolled her eyes. I'm really first. Aren't you going to treat us to a meal to celebrate? Miao Xiaomiao asked. Of course. Tomorrow. Why tomorrow? Zhao Yunqi asked in confusion. Sure, Chi-Chi, you don't understand. He has a lot of girls outside. He definitely has to accompany other girls. Lu Yufan whispered. Lin Xian. Wow. They all knew it in their hearts. However, even if they knew it in their hearts, no one had ever said anything like leaving Lin Xian. Perhaps this was the benefit of this era. There were so many martial artists in this era. Although there were rules and laws, strength was indeed very important. With strength and ability, you could make girls fall in love with you. Moreover, compared to Earth, which might be a more ordinary world, because there were warriors and martial arts here, the girls might be more accepting of men having multiple wives and concubines. Chapter 1375. Lin Xian was also very embarrassed. He had never confessed to any of them that he had more than one girlfriend. He guessed that only Ling Ying, Han Chuxue, and the others. They all knew in their hearts. It was really embarrassing. However, Lin Xian truly felt that he was very lucky. Every girl was really nice and tolerant. Cough, cough, cough. No. Lin Xian said awkwardly. Tisich. The girls rolled their eyes at him. Zi Chue also felt that it was very interesting. She had also paid some attention to the girls around Lin Xian, and then she was shocked. If they were compared to ordinary girls, it would be reasonable if they were willing. However, she found that none of the girls around Lin Xian were ordinary. Let's talk about the most ordinary girls like Lu Yufan and Yi Yi. They were also school beauties, had rich families, and had many suitors. It was just that they might not be as talented as Ling Ying and the others, but now, they were extremely hard-working. It was very strange. This Lin Xian really had a kind of magical power. She even had an inexplicable good impression of Lin Xian. But where did her good impression of Lin Xian come from? Was it because Lin Xian was talented and wrote good songs? Maybe. It was because his songs resonated with her a lot. Moreover, he was such a powerful martial artist. Damn. He was the champion of the continent's Tianwu conference, and he could write such good songs. How did he come to be like this? Cough, cough, cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly. Sisters, I just arrived. Give me some face. Hey, where's that girl Lan Xingxing? Lin Xian thought of Lan Xingxing. Logically speaking, this little glutton should be with them. She seemed to have been called away by Grandpa for something. She just left yesterday. I see. Okay. Right, when will Sister Linya come back? Lu Yufan asked. Lin Xian paused for a moment. It shouldn't take too long, Lin Xian said with uncertainty. To be honest, he really didn't know. He didn't even know when he would be able to see Linya. He really wanted to tell this news to Linya. From the trash of the past, he was now the top warrior of the entire continent. He was about to break through to the great virtual realm. He really wanted to tell Linya. I miss big sister Linya. Hey, shouldn't we be talking about me today? Shouldn't you give me, the first place winner, some sort of reward? Lin Xian grinned at them. Come on, you didn't even treat us to a meal, and you want us to express our gratitude? Go. Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes. Let's go. Come find us when you treat us to a meal. Miao Xiaomiao pushed Lin Xian. Of course, they didn't want to let Lin Xian go, but they knew that Lin Xian must have other things to do. Otherwise, why wouldn't he treat them to a meal today? He must be looking for other girls. They understood. So, Miao Xiaomiao pushed Lin Xian away. Then I'll go first. I'll treat you to a big meal tomorrow. Let's go. Seeing you annoys me to death. Yeah, let's go. An Xian chimed in from the side. Lin Xian then walked away resentfully. Zi Chue looked at these girls with a smile. She was very smart. How could she not know what they were thinking? This Lin Xian's charm was really great. He could even make girls have this kind of awareness. Amazing. The representative of scumbags. Let's go shopping? Yi suggested. Yes. Lin Xian won't treat us to a big meal today. Let's go eat by ourselves. I want to eat seafood. Mantis shrimps, hairy crabs, and prawns. Lu Yufan's beautiful eyes lit up. Let's go. It's my treat. I haven't eaten seafood in a long time. Zi Chue also said with a smile. On the other side, Lin Xian came to the Yaxian group. His girls were relatively gathered. It was lunchtime in the Yaxian group. All the employees gathered in the cafeteria to eat. The treatment in the Yaxian group was really good. This cafeteria was the type of buffet. It was equivalent to eating buffet every day. Therefore, ever since the employees came to the Yaxian group, as long as they went to work, they would never order takeout or go out to eat. Luo Chenxi and Murong Qing sat in a corner and ate their lunch facing each other. At this time, Lin Xian walked over and sat beside Luo Chenxi. He secretly pinched her thigh. The two beautiful and mature women looked at Lin Xian. You're back? Murong Qing wiped her mouth. The corners of her mouth lifted as she looked at Lin Xian. I just came back. The first thing I did was to meet you. Let me guess. Before you said this, you must have met no less than 4 or 5 girls, right? Murong Qing said with a smile. Lin Xian. Wow. Did these women know him so well? Luo Chenxi drank a mouthful of soup and wiped her mouth. She said, probably more. Don't be like this. Lin Xian said awkwardly. Wow. This group of women had quite a lot of resentment toward him. I heard from Murong Yu that you won first place? Murong Qing asked. Yes. Finally, they talked about something that Lin Xian was proud of. Luo Chenxi looked at Lin Xian again. She also knew what this Qianwu conference represented. She also knew what it meant to win first place in this Qianwu conference. That was quite impressive. Not bad. Murong Qing looked at Lin Xian. Then, would you like to have a boyfriend that you think is very good? Lin Xian asked Murong Qing with a smile. Cough. Luo Chenxi drank a mouthful of soup and coughed. Bastard. Fine. This bastard was really a scumbag. In front of her he actually… Wow. Old scumbag. Murong Qing was stunned for a moment. Then, the corners of her mouth lifted. You're too young. You've seen it before? I'm not talking about there. I'm talking about there. I'm done eating. You guys talk. Luo Chenxi shook her head helplessly. Hey. Let's talk together. Get lost, scumbag. Luo Chenxi said. Lin Xian. Wow. TSK. Murong Qing looked at Lin Xian and smiled. When are you going to the God's Awakening door? She stood up. Half a month to a month. Okay, good luck. When you return, you should be at the virtuality realm. The little trash in my eyes in the past is now at the same level as me. Morong Qing said with emotion. Then can I pursue you? Lin Xian smiled. Morong Qing rolled her eyes. Get lost. Go find other girls. I won't accompany you anymore. I'm going to work. Morong Qing clapped her hands and walked away. Lin Xian had a headache. This Morong Qing still couldn't find an opportunity to pursue him. Although her favorability had already reached 50, to be honest, Lin Xian had never deliberately increased her favorability. 50 was actually not low. Sigh, let's talk about it later. Lin Xian sighed. There are too many chicks. How troublesome. How troublesome. Chapter 1376. On this side, Lin Xian went to buy Xuanxuan's Azura Palace. Seriously, Lin Xian's background was now managed by this group of girls. They had saved Lin Xian a lot of trouble. Lin and City was basically Lin Xian's territory now. He was still acquiring and expanding. Because of the Yaxuan group, Lin and City's development was like the sun in the sky. How should one put it? A policy implemented by the Yaxuan group would sweep through the entire continent. This was because the Yaxuan group was too big, and their reputation was simply too good. Therefore, the development of the Yaxuan group was unstoppable. Originally, many people had already given up on Lin and City, which was on the edge of the city. One after another, they moved inland. Many people were even willing to sell their businesses to the Yaxuan group. Later, they found out that the Yaxuan group had unnaturally turned the entire Lin and City into their territory. This was very strange. For a city on the edge, doing this might cause it to return to its original state. What if the demonic beasts attacked Lin and City? However, the Yaxuan group continued to do this. This made many people feel that no one didn't know this logic. The higher-ups of the Yaxuan group weren't fools. Did they have some kind of confidence? Therefore, many entrepreneurs came back. Or rather, many people who originally planned to leave Lin and City chose to stay. Don't be too tired. In the Azura Palace, Lin Xian and Bai Xianxian were strolling and chatting. This isn't tiring. Bai Xianxian shook her head. Each of them was doing their best to help Lin Xian take care of his background. You've worked hard. Bai Xuanxuan's beautiful eyes glanced at Lin Xian. Why do I feel like you're about to die? Ah. Bai Xianxian tapped her cheeks, then thought for a while and said, It's like I'm about to die. It's like I'm about to go to the battlefield and I feel like I won't be able to come back. Don't tell me you've discovered a terminal illness? Lin Xian. Wah. I was worried about you, but you actually cursed me like this. Do you want me to die quickly and find a wild man? Lin Xian pinched her butt. Bai Xuanxuan's beautiful face slightly blushed. I saw your child. Bai Xianxian suddenly said. Ah. Lin Xian was stunned. A few days ago, I saw a few people in the group called Linglong Shui carrying a baby out for a meal. They're carrying a baby, that must be your child, right? Bai Xianxian glanced at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. Lin Xian nodded awkwardly. Seriously, you already have a baby. Why didn't you say anything? How? How would I dare to say it? Xian said helplessly. It's okay. Since everyone is willing to follow you, who would care about this? Said of the said of the s, said of the said, us, sus, I, s, u, use, said by said, s's, s buys, s. Is there something wrong with your head? Bai Xianxian was stunned. Which man would like to be controlled by a woman? Wouldn't a normal man want a woman to not care about him? And he wanted a woman to control him? Lin Xian really wanted a woman to control him. Maybe it was because he missed Linya too much. In the past, Linya was the one who controlled him. Later on, when Lin Xian grew up, she didn't need to control him anymore. Then, all the women around Lin Xian were obedient to him. Lin Xian really missed the feeling of being controlled. Maybe this was called not appreciating one's good fortune. Cough, cough, cough. Really, I hope to be controlled by a girl. Do you want me to control you? If you're willing, I can help you. Bai Xian smiled. You have to be home before 10 p.m. You're not allowed to smoke at home. You can't talk when eating or sleeping. You're not allowed to bring girls home to spend the night. You have to reply to any messages within seconds. And stop. Forget it. Lin Xian pulled his head back. Who could stand this? Bai Xuanxuan's lips curled up as she looked at Lin Xian. Hypocritical man. Bai Xian said indifferently. I think you're asking for a slap. Lin Xian said, fiercely. Come on. Bai Xian gave Lin Xian a provocative look. Lin Xian, don't force me. I've accumulated quite a bit of anger in this half a month. I'm afraid you won't be able to take it. Lin Xian. Bai Xian. It seemed a little scary. Forget it. I think you're in a hurry to see your baby. Go ahead. Bai Xian said. Bai Xian understood Lin Xian very well. Normally, Lin Xian wouldn't talk nonsense and would have dragged her to the room. He must be thinking of going to see his baby. He. Lin Xian scratched his head awkwardly. Yes, they already had a child. Lin Xian really missed them dearly. He missed Xiao Linglong and the rest more than little Sheshe and little Tianyi. Then I'll go. Lin Xian smiled and gave her a peck on the cheek. Go ahead, hypocritical man. Bai Xian said. Go. I'll deal with you when I have time. Bai Xian smiled and looked at Lin Xian. Fine. I'll remember this expression of yours. Just you wait. Lin Xian said fiercely. Tisk. Bai Xian rolled her eyes. Lin Xian. I'm going. Lin Xian waved his hand and walked away. Bai Xian shook her head helplessly. What a playboy. Perhaps this was what a scumbag was. Lin Xian was helpless. This Bai Xian, I have to teach her a lesson. But now, it's more important to see his two babies. Hello babies, I'm back. Lin Xian released his spatial energy and arrived at Linglong Shui and the rest's residence. Then, all of them turned to look at Lin Xian with their beautiful eyes. Big brother. Little Dragony happily flew to Lin Xian's shoulder and kissed Lin Xian's face. F***ck. Lin Xian then looked at the people inside with a dumbfounded expression. Linglong Shui, Linglong Yu, Bing Lingyue, Little Sheshe, Little Tianyi, Yi Renbing, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong. But, why the F***ck is there another person? Lin Xian was stunned when he saw the person. Huang Shi. Isn't this F***king Huang Shi? She's the demon god from the second demon god palace, the one Lin Xian F***ked during the Qianwu conference. F***ck. Why is she here? Huang Shi looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes and the corners of her mouth curved up slightly. Gulp. Lin Xian swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Originally, he came in high spirits and was very excited. Then, he saw this woman. This woman is actually nothing special. But why is she here? Why? Cough cough. You. Why are you here? Lin Xian looked at Huang Shi awkwardly. Chapter 1377. Lin Xian didn't find it strange that Huang Shi was able to find this place. With her ability, this is simply a simple matter. But why did she come here? And from the looks of it, she seems to be getting along well with Xiao Linglong and Xin. It seems to be okay. The corner of Huang Shi's mouth curled up slightly and she let out a soft, humph. It was only coming from her nose and almost no other sound could be heard. She then looked at Lin Xian and said, Let's play. Lin Xian. The more it's like this, the more Lin Xian panicked. Xiao Longer, what is he doing here? Lin Xian whispered to Xiao Longer in his arms. Woo! Xiao Longer shook her little head. Lin Xian took a deep breath. F***CK. Who cares what she's doing here? Lin Xian is not afraid of her. Lin Xian's worry isn't because he's afraid of her. F***CK? Why should I be afraid of her? Lin Xian has already ridden this woman before, why should I be afraid of her? Lin Xian's worry is that she's here to say bad things. What if Xiao Linglong and Xin misunderstand? Also, if I do her, will Xiao Linglong and Xin be unhappy? Lin Xian was panicking about this and nothing else. It was true. Ahem, Lin Xian coughed dryly. Then under the gaze of the women, he sat down next to Linglong Shui. When Lin Xian sat next to her, he felt a comfortable feeling. It's very safe, sob sob sob, I like this feeling of being protected. Don't look at me. What made Lin Xian most uncomfortable was that this group of unbelievably beautiful women were all looking at him with their beautiful eyes. Who else should we look at if not you? Yi Renbing said with a slight smile. Hey, if you look at me, I'll feel guilty. That's because you already have a guilty conscience, so looking at you will make you feel guilty. Yi Renbing said. Lin Xian pondered about something. What is he guilty about? Sleeping with girls? It's not like they don't know. Go, I want to eat. I abandoned dozens of beautiful girls just to come and see you. Lin Xian said. Young Master Lin Xian, I'm sorry, Yi Renbing said with a smirk. Lin Xian. This Yi Renbing, she did it on purpose. Bing Lingwei smiled and said, All right, stop fooling around. I'm going to cook. What do you want to eat? Bing Linglong looked at Lin Xian's beautiful eyes. Eat everything you cook. Bing Swang, she turned to look at Bing Lingwei. Was this the reason why he liked this woman more in the past? Everyone joked with him and saw how embarrassed he was. In the end, she stood up for him and went to cook. Indeed, if she was a man, she might like this kind of girl more, and not the unreasonable girl who acted coquettishly around him. I'll go help Sister Bing. Ling Longyue ran in. Xiao Shi. Lin Xian reached out and patted Xiao Shi in Ling Longshui's arms, indicating that he wanted to hug her. They hadn't seen each other for a month. Xiao Shi was getting prettier and looked like she had grown up a lot. She was fair and tender. When she grew up, she would definitely be a beauty like her mother. Lin Xian's beautiful eyes looked at Lin Xian. Then she pouted and turned her head proudly at Lin Xian. Lin Xian. No, this girl doesn't seem to like me very much. Lin Xian moved closer. Linglong Shui smiled. It's not that she doesn't like you. It's just that she seems to be a little resistant to the opposite sex. Then Lin Xian saw Xiao Shi reach out and kick the pitiful little Tianyi who was being bullied by her. This little girl. Lin Xian then reached out and pulled her into his arms. After being in Lin Xian's arms, she was quite obedient. Lin Xian felt that it wasn't that she was resistant to the opposite sex, but that she was too smart. She might even have been born with a high IQ, which could be seen many times in the past. Huang Shi looked at this scene with envy. I'll go make some food. Huang Shi stood up and said lightly. Lin Xian looked at her and said, You don't have to. And Huang Shi's beautiful eyes swept over Lin Xian. Lin Xian knew how noble this woman was. She wouldn't be able to adapt to a relatively ordinary life in a short time. She was more suited to the aura of someone who could do things for her with just a flick of her finger. You're suitable for eating, Lin Xian said. Huang Shi's lips curled up slightly. I'm here to play for a few days and also to adapt to human life. Don't worry, I'll leave in a few days. After saying that, she walked into the kitchen. Lin Xian then quietly asked Yi Renbing, Hey, what's going on? What's she doing here? You're asking me, but who should I ask? Yi Renbing hugged little Tianyi, played with his little hand, and said, Lin Xian. Lin Xian held Xiao Shi's little hand and then looked at Linglong Shui. She's here to find Ling Yu. They seem to know each other before. Although Ling Yu can't remember, she still knows you, Ling Longshui said. Yi Renbing definitely knew who Huang Shi was. She was also very surprised that Huang Shi came here, okay? This Lin Xian, not only did he make her 10th demon god temple disappear, but now he also wanted to make the 2nd demon god temple disappear? This myriad demon alliance is really pitiful. Let's see if you still dare to let a woman become a demon god in the future. This wasn't a big deal. The main thing was that if a woman became a demon god, who would have thought that a mere human would take both of them? Have you done it? Yi Renbing asked. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. I swear, she really seduced me, really. TSK. Yi Renbing couldn't be bothered to talk to Lin Xian anymore. This person's luck with women was really good. Ling Longshui pondered for a moment. She just came here a few hours ago. We were just chatting, but Ling Longshui was the one who released Bing Lingyue with Lin Xian. Ling Longshui clearly knew that Bing Lingyue liked Lin Xian. No. Maybe it was Lin Xian's past life. So this woman knew Bing Lingyue and took the initiative to seduce Lin Xian. There was only one possibility: she was similar to Bing Lingyue. She also liked the same person back then, which could be considered as the current Lin Xian. This couldn't be helped. This was really good luck with women. Then are you going to let her stay here? Lin Xian asked. It doesn't matter, but she doesn't seem to want to stay. Didn't she say that she's only here to play for a few days? Who knows? Maybe she'll stay for a lifetime. You can ask her yourself, we don't know. Dragony flew to Lin Xian's side and sat down obediently. She didn't understand what these adults were talking about. It's good to be a child, no worries at all. Lin Xian smacked his lips on Little Shesher's pink cheeks. Little Shesher then wiped away Lin Xian's saliva in disgust. Chapter 1378. Ling Longshui looked at Lin Xian and asked, How are the results of the Sky Martial Assembly? First place. Lin Xian smiled. Not bad. Wow. You call this not bad? Your realm is rising very quickly too. You're almost at the virtualization stage. Ling Longshui said. Lin Xian nodded. But after reaching the virtualization stage, it's really hard to raise your realm. Ling Longshui said. I know. Lin Xian nodded. I heard that it's very dangerous inside the God's Awakening door. Yi Renbing looked at Lin Xian and said. It's said that many people have never come out after going in. Lin Xian said. You'll definitely have to go. Be careful. Got it. Lin Xian grinned. How long? Yi Renbing asked. 3 months. Lin Xian said. It's said that you can only stay in the God's Awakening door for a maximum of 3 months. If you can't come out in 3 months, it means that you've died. Lin Xian said. 3 months. When you come out, Little Sheshe will probably be gone. Yi Renbing looked at Lin Sheshue in Lin Xian's arms and said. Yes, but her father can't do anything. Her father has to raise his strength. Lin Xian held her little hand and swung it back and forth. Forget it. You'll only be there to pick up girls. Yi Renbing said. Hey. In order to see these 2 little guys, I really resisted too many temptations and came straight here. I swear. Lin Xian said. Little Tianyi, you can't be a scumbag like him in the future, okay? Men, it's best to be loyal to girls. Yi Renbing held Lin Tianyi's little hand and taught him earnestly. Lin Xian. Uncomfortable. Then I'll go and help you cook. After Lin Xian finished speaking, he handed Shika over to Ling Longshui and walked into the kitchen. I want to eat noodles. Lin Xian said as he pinched Bing Lingyue's butt from behind. Bing Lingyue blushed slightly and said, Let's have a proper meal. Let's cook. All right. Lin Xian nodded. Lin Xian glanced at Huang Shi, who was beside him, as her movement seemed particularly unfamiliar. Elder sister. Huang Shi frowned and turned to look at Lin Xian. What is it? Your celery, not celery leaves. Lin Xian was shocked when he saw Huang Shi washing the vegetables. She left all the celery leaves behind and threw the rest away. Although celery leaves were edible, under normal circumstances, leaves were not eaten. Huang Shi was embarrassed. She really didn't understand. For so many years, it was really her subordinates who served her. But she really wanted to be like Bing Lingyue. She also wanted to be similar to her because she knew that he would like such a girl more. Actually, Lin Xian wouldn't be like this. He was really different from that Lin Mo. On the contrary, Lin Xian liked Huang Shi's high and mighty temperament even more. She sat on the throne calmly, her slender fingers tapping lightly, her cheeks propped up, her slender legs crossed, and she gave orders casually. This feeling suited her more. Let me do it, Lin Xian said. Huang Shi then handed the things to Lin Xian. Just wait for the food obediently, Lin Xian said as he cut the vegetables skillfully. Yes, you are a guest, Bing Lingyue said with a smile. Huang Shi glanced at Lin Xian and Bing Lingyue. At this time, Lin Xian said, also, you don't have to learn how to cook. I prefer the feeling of being scared when I first see you. Oh, scared? Huang Shi's lips curved up slightly. It's the feeling of being noble. Huang Shi was slightly stunned. Sure enough, he was him and Lin Mo was Lin Mo. You could say that Lin Xian was selfish, or you could say that he was a scumbag. But in fact, this made her feel more at ease. Then, Huang Shi walked out. What's wrong? Ling Long Shui asked. Do you think I'm stupid? Huang Shi said with a smile. She was very calm. No, I won't. Ling Long Shui said with a smile. She knew Lin Xian very well. How could he dislike such a beautiful and noble woman? Miss Huang Shi, do you want to settle down here? We can stay here. You can stay with Ling Yu in Lin Xian's house. Ling Yu sometimes lives there alone. You can accompany her. Ling Long Shui said. When she heard Ling Long Shui's words, Huang Shi was really tempted. They were both that person's women and they were both very strong and noble. They must have a lot to talk about. However, she still had the whole second Fei God Temple. She felt that it was not good for her to appear here so suddenly. If she came here, it should be considered as completely changing her life, right? But she really felt that it was quite amazing. The Void Fox and the 10th Fei God Temple's Fei God had given birth to babies for him. She was quite envious. And for him, they could return to a very ordinary life. No, I'll come here often to see you when I have time. Huang Shi said with a smile. But you won't be an enemy of the human race, right? Yi Renbing asked. The 10th Fei God. No. Miss Yi, you're thinking too much. Although I'm in charge of the 2nd Fei God Temple, even without this matter, my subordinates haven't attacked the human race for a long time. Huang Shi said with a smile. Then it's fine. Sit down and drink tea together. Do you want a hug? Yi Renbing looked at Huang Shi with a smile. Huang Shi was stunned. I'll try. Then she walked over, bent down, and gently picked up little Tianyi. At this moment, she felt the beauty of the world. If you really can't, you can give birth to a child for Lin Xian. At that time, even if you're not here, at least you won't be lonely in the 2nd Fei God Temple, right? Yi Renbing said with a smile. Huang Shi was stunned for a moment. Then she smiled and shook her head. I'll just go with the flow. They chatted a lot. Lin Xian and Bing Lingyue also chatted a lot in the kitchen. Food is here. Lin Xian and Bing Lingyue carried out the dishes one by one. Then, little Sheshe and Tianyi's eyes lit up. Intense light. Unfortunately, only little Sheshe could eat a little bit of watery food. They could only drool and smell the delicious food. Every day, they were so hungry that they were about to cry. Wah wah wah. Delicious, delicious. What's more, Dragony is always screaming and flying around in excitement when they eat good food every day. This is a test of their mental fortitude. Finally, I can eat Big Brother's delicious food again. Dragony sat there happily. Lin Xian said with a smile. Then eat more. I made a lot. This meal was very harmonious. Lin Xian also liked this kind of life. But when they were eating, Lin Xian received a message. Chapter 1379. This message was sent to Lin Xian by an anonymous person. The message was very simple. He wanted Lin Xian to meet him at the Rose restaurant in Lin and City at 10 o'clock in the evening. Who was this person? There was also a mark left behind. When Lin Xian saw this mark, he knew who it was. The Evil Fiend Temple. He was a member of the Evil Fiend Temple. That mark was the exclusive mark of the Evil Fiend Temple. Lin Xian had joined the Evil Fiend Temple. Of course, he only joined because he wanted to escape from danger and carry out some plans against the Evil Fiend Temple. Now that the Sky Martial Conference was over, the Evil Fiend Temple probably wanted Lin Xian to do something. This was inevitable. If Lin Xian didn't cooperate, they would even use some forceful methods and threaten Lin Xian's life to make him do something. After all, in the eyes of the Evil Fiend Temple, Lin Xian and the others had taken the poison pill. Their lives were already in their hands. If Lin Xian and the others wanted to live, they had to listen to them. In fact, the poison had been cured by Lin Xian long ago. They definitely wouldn't have thought about it. I'm going out for a while, Lin Xian said. What's the matter? Ling Long Shui asked. Lin Xian laughed. It's nothing. And then Lin Xian walked away. The poison in Lang Wuxin's body was cured by Lin Xian. However, Lin Xian poisoned her with his own poison. Therefore, she was very obedient recently. Moreover, she was getting along well with Bai Xian. However, Lin Xian didn't see Lang Wuxin when he came back. As for why, she didn't come out to see him. When he arrived at the Rose restaurant, Lin Xian sat in the corner. When the time was up, a woman in flirtatious clothes walked in front of Lin Xian and sat there. Lin Xian glanced at her. Sky Venerable Realm. Mr. Lin Xian. The woman smiled and extended her hand to Lin Xian. Lin Xian reached out and shook her hand. I'm Zhang Qiu. Lin Xian nodded. What business do you have with me? Zhang Qiu smiled and said, First of all, congratulations to Mr. Lin Xian for getting first place in the Qianwu conference. You don't have to say such things. Congratulations, I didn't see you bring me any gifts, Lin Xian said. The corner of Zhang Qiu's mouth twitched, and then he smiled awkwardly. It's like this. The Evil Fiend Temple needs some support from Mr. Lin Xian. Zhang Qiu said. Lin Xian chuckled. What do you mean? I didn't join the Evil Fiend Hall to work for you for free. I didn't get any benefits from the Evil Fiend Hall, and now you want my support? Are you kidding me? Zhang Qiu smiled and said, That's true. We pay attention to mutual benefits. Then, if Mr. Lin Xian needs anything, you can go to the Evil Fiend Hall and discuss it with the elders. After all, Mr. Lin Xian, you do have the capital. Because they believed that Lin Xian's life was in their hands, and Lin Xian's loyalty was absolutely assured, unless he didn't want to live anymore. And it wasn't just Lin Xian, his women were the same. Therefore, the door of the Evil Fiend Hall was open for him. Give me an address. After I'm done here, I'll personally go to the Evil Fiend Hall. Lin Xian said. No problem. As for the address, Mr. Lin Xian knows it's in the Chengdu Xiao family. I won't give the Evil Fiend Hall's token to Mr. Lin Xian. When the time comes, an elder will give it to you. Lin Xian nodded. It might take some time, because I have to make a trip to the Wind Nation first. Can't you go to the Evil Fiend Hall first before going to the Wind Nation? Zhang Qiu asked. Lin Xian thought for a moment. We'll talk about it later. All right. Then I'll go and contact the elders first. Goodbye. After that, Zhang Qiu walked away. Lin Xian rubbed his chin. After going to the Xiao family, I have to think of a way to take a picture of the evidence of the Evil Fiend Hall. This way, the three great forces can take action and directly suppress the Shao family. However, what is the approximate strength of the evil fiend Hall? Lin Xian then stood up and walked towards Bai Xianxian. He had to ask that woman, Lang Wuxin. Second elder. Zhang Qiu dialed a number in a corner. How is it? I've contacted Lin Xian. What he means is that the evil fiend Hall hasn't given him any benefits yet. It's too much to ask for something from him. Humph. This Lin Xian is quite bold. His life is in the hands of our evil fiend Hall, and he still dares to make a request. Then, threaten him directly? Zhang Qiu asked. No need. Lin Xian is different from the others. This person has great potential and can bring great benefits to the evil fiend Hall. It's best to maintain a good relationship with him and wait until his value is almost used up. Yes. When will he come over? Zhang Qiu said. He said that he might want to go to the Wind Nation. Humph. The other side snorted coldly. This Lin Xian has such a big card. F***CK. His life was in their hands, and he still dared to show off here. Maybe he knows that his value to the evil fiend Hall is very high, so... The old man pondered for a moment, then nodded. That's right, he's a smart person, but it doesn't matter, there's no rush. Looking for him is nothing more than using the Art Pavilion group. It was just that Lin Xian's attitude made him very unhappy. It wasn't like they begged Lin Xian to come over. Your F***king life is in their hands, and you're still acting like this. You're really awesome. Little did they know that Lin Xian was beating them at their own game. The day Lin Xian went over was the day their evil fiend Hall would be exposed. Destroying the evil fiend Hall in a city was nothing, but destroying the evil fiend Hall was amazing. However, Lin Xian wasn't in a hurry. Whether to go to the evil fiend Hall or the Wind Nation first was still uncertain. Let's go out for supper? Bai Xianxian stretched and looked at Lang Wuxin beside her. Sure. Lang Wuxin nodded. As soon as the two beautiful women walked out of the door, they saw Lin Xian walking towards them. Seeing Lin Xian, Lang Wuxin frowned slightly. Bai Xianxian was very surprised. Why are you here? Don't you need to accompany others? Bai Xianxian asked. I'm here for something. I knew it. Bai Xianxian rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. If this person didn't have anything to do, he wouldn't have come over. Then, Lin Xian looked at Lang Wuxin and asked, What's the approximate number of experts in the evil fiend Hall? You want to go? Lang Wuxin asked. Don't worry about it. She was speechless. Let's go for supper, Bai Xianxian said. Sure. The few of them went to the restaurant's private room. Lang Wuxin then said to Lin Xian, I'll only tell you what I know, and what I know is only at the level of a few years ago. Because I haven't been to the evil fiend Hall for the past few years, I don't know much about it. Lin Xian nodded. As long as I know. Lang Wuxin then pondered. You're tuning in to the Narrate and Escape YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.